Don't you know we're just starting? But you sure we got the clue how that this we go. Don't you know no more art? And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done there, but the time is hit you, you're not surprised.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. This is DSP News, the unreliable ones. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newsroom and welcome to the Galtopia News Network, your unreliable source for DSP News. No tagline. Oh, boy. Yeah, I got bits on me, but I'm not trying to cheer right now. Good shit, Almighty Tevin. Praise be Almighty for that Glow Gang exclusive, that Egg Glow Gang, right now. This shit's clean. I'm gonna leave the link of it in the description. I'm sure all of you guys have heard it up to this point. If you haven't, you're missing out. It's just kind of clean. That might actually make it into a DSP tries it. Into a GTG radio segment sometime in the future. That shit was clean as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have a decent sized broadcast. It might actually run a little long, but I'm sure people will appreciate it because there's a lot to go over. It is currently November 20th, 2018. We're 2 days away from Thanksgiving. The hardcore begging season is still in its early stages, even though it's already kicked off, and there's a lot to go over. So, how are we going to start this off? With two people I have a tremendous amount of respect for, and certainly some of our favorites, Mr. Huffstuffs and Snort Burnell. First video, Mr. Huffstuffs. Darksydephil. Phil agrees with Phil on Tevin. Second video, Snort Burnell, DsPgaming. I'm not hostile towards viewers. Comparing himself with Tevin, he uses bots. We'll address that in just a second. And then, ladies and gentlemen, in typical GTG fashion, and in typical golden fashion, in typical cute pup in a sharp suit, we're going to take you guys back to 2016, baby. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you guys back to November 21st. Snort Burnell. KO Gaming, DsPgaming. Lazy Pig Roach Cult. More insults to his fans and detractors. I thought you said you weren't I thought you said you weren't hostile to viewers, Phil. Well, we're about to go ahead and spell that in a minute, son. Stay spammy for me. I'm coming. Second one, also by Snort Burnell. KO Gaming, DsPgaming. Ranting against Pig Roach Cult and YouTube. And also an apology. The first video that I talked about with the Lazy Pig Roach Cult was from November 21st of 2016. The second one, or the last one I just talked about, is from December 19th, 2016. I hope this is going to be a very entertaining broadcast. As you guys know, Phil is still on his minor pig stampede, if you will, against Tevin, which is going nowhere. We're just cutting slabs of bacon off their back as they pass by. Eventually we're going to start going for pork chops in a minute, so you better be ready, Phil. Really what it's coming down to now is the other night Tevin had a stream. He was restreaming Phil, and Phil was playing Dragon Quest, and I think Tevin had jumped up in views by like 2,000. Tevin usually is floating around 1,000, 1,200, 1,400. Well, he jumped up to like 3 grand, or up to 3,000 viewers or whatnot. Apparently, they're bots. Now, as you guys know, if any of you guys have been watching Tevin for any amount of time, he does not use bots, as you know. So this was obviously something that was out of his hands. Phil goes on a rant saying, oh, well, Tevin uses bots and he's always used bots and so on and so forth. But Phil himself has a history with bots on YouTube and on Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been some more revelations coming out saying that Phil was actually behind the whole view bots thing with Tevin. He orchestrated it. or at least it was done on Phil's orders. What Phil's going to try to do now is, since he can't get Tevin directly kicked off of the platform, he will go ahead and go to underhanded tasks, underhanded means, if you will, to go ahead and try to get him kicked off by hurting his legitimacy. Not just in the public standing, but with the company itself by using view bots. Rather pathetic of you, Phil. And I know you're not flipping the bill for those view bots, Phil, so someone has to. And I believe someone on Twitter said that they saw that you were registered to a view bot site. Oh boy, Phil. Oh boy. This is not looking good for you, Philip. It's not looking good, sir. You gotta have some answering. You gotta have some explaining to do. So this is what Phil's deciding to do now. Can't get sympathy for blaming Tevin. Can't really do a call to arms. And the few people that did answer it want to go this route. Ladies and gentlemen, Almighty Egg Gang isn't going anywhere. Almighty Glow Gang isn't going nowhere. Phil's just going to have to kind of live with that. But to see Phil go to these means, to these ends, if you will, to try to take Tevin down is rather sad, rather pathetic, but it isn't completely unexpected. We already know who's going to triumph, but let the piggy continue to squirm just a little bit longer. It might be entertaining. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DSP News. Always late, never breaking, unreliable coverage that you can't count on. Oh yes, a GTG, Networking Productions. You guys all know the slogan. It's time to watch me work.
I said that, and then someone went and said, yeah, you know, he actually used to, like... Alright, I gotta say this to the moron trolls coming in here. I have to say this because people are so fucking stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, Tevin has view bots. Tevin has always had view bots. Tevin will always use view bots. He has artificial views on YouTube. He has artificial views on his streams. He always has had view bots ever since he started. In fact, it was funny, because it was like 2 years ago I said that, and then someone went and said, yeah, you know, he actually used to, like, be involved with some kind of a business where he would charge for views and shit. He's always had that, because idiots are coming in here, did you know Tevin has 3,000 viewers? Dude, he's restreaming me playing fucking Dragon Quest. He's not gonna get 3,000 legit viewers. It's view bots, and people are fucking idiots to believe that shit. You are so fucking dumb and gullible, I swear to God. People are so dumb. Anyway, here's the truth of the matter. Here's the absolute truth of the matter, alright? If this person restreaming me actually had 3,000 legit viewers, okay? Why is it that I can make a living doing this? I raise enough money on my streams with my limited viewership, but he doesn't make as much money as me and has to have a job and everything. It doesn't make any sense. If this guy habitually had way more viewers than me, then he would be doing this for a living too. He doesn't. It's fucking, it's fake. It's all fucking fake. But people...
Let me cut in for just a second. I like his disdain for people who have jobs. I really like that. That was great. Oh, why can't he make a bunch of money on YouTube like I did and whatnot, and he has to actually have a real job? Because no one's making no real money on YouTube. And to be honest with you, it's much more fulfilling to have a job. To be honest. Even for the guys up top, they get tired of doing the shit that they're doing. They need a change of pace. Not everybody wants to fucking be stuck in the catacombs of their fucking homes day in, day out. Can't even go outside. Apparently, Phil, you're not a day walker. Doesn't want to go outside because if you're out there for more than, you know, a half hour, you get sunburned. I mean, you know what I'm saying? People have lives, Phil. People have lives. And life is worth living. And ladies and gentlemen, living is outside. Not cooped up in that fucking dust bowl of a room. Swearing to God that it's an office just because you fucking play your little video games for your little so-called business in there and flap on the side. That must be considered extra credit or overtime. Dspnews.
People are so dumb they believe that shit. They're so fucking dumb. But I don't give a fuck. Let him do what he wants. As I've said many times, you know, people will get what's coming to them. It's called karma. But anyway. Yeah, third out of the third, you're absolutely right. Third out of the third, Shooty says, you know, the real people who suffer from all the trolling and stuff are the kids who are watching, who are legit fans of me and my content, and they have to put up with the stupid trolling shit because they just barge in and try to fucking make a scene. You're right, and it's annoying. It's just, it's little childhood shit. It's a 5-year-old on a fucking schoolyard trying to make a scene, trying to, oh yeah, I'm gonna bother you. It's so dumb. And this fucking guy thinks that like it's like oh, this is something cool to do. It's legit. I could, you know, there's a cool fan base that I have. It's toxic garbage. It's morally wrong. And how this person does not know that it's morally fucking wrong to do what he's doing is just insane. How do you not know that it's wrong? It's actually, there's a difference between right and wrong. It's wrong to steal someone's content, to illegally restream it, to literally just make fun of that person, to make fun of their fucking girlfriend, to make fun of their financial situation. It's disgusting. It's evil. It's dark. It's fucked up shit. And there's dumb fucks who watch that and think that it's like funny and good when it's morally fucking corrupt. That's the state of our...
How many people did you make fun of, Phil? How many people did you make fun of who died, who got hurt, and whatnot? How many people did you say that, you know what I'm saying, oh, how come they're getting these opportunities? These guys are assholes, they're not real gamers, this, that, and the third. Oh, how about dude in his supposed rape case? How about this dude right here in these allegations for such and such? How many of those videos did you do, Phil? How many videos did you have shitting on other fucking YouTubers and other Twitch streamers because they were better than you? Was it morally wrong then? Was it sick? Was it dark then, Phil? Darksydephil? We'll cut into that. We'll cut into that piece of ham when we get there.
Planet is we have people who think that messed up, fucked up stuff is funny. That's fucked up, guys. Anyway, I'm done. It's time to play the game.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
This week, Battlefield 5's coming out, but
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for our second video in the broadcast. Snort Burnell, DsPgaming. I'm not hostile towards viewers. Comparing himself to Tevin, he uses bots. Crybaby bitch. Here we go.
I'm not going to buy it on launch. On purpose, I'm not buying it at release. I'm going to wait for people to play it for a few days. I'd like to hear common opinion about the game before I drop $60 on it. I hated the beta. So that's really why I'm kind of on the fence about it. If I had played the beta and liked it, I probably would get it right away. But I hated the beta that I played a few months ago. So
You're not a real gamer.
I guess what I'm going to be doing during Ask the King, I'm going to be basically doing kind of a cumulative update on everything going on with me. So you guys are in the know about what's going on. And are well aware of the things kind of been going on behind the scenes for a while and I haven't really talked about. Just so you guys know. You know, on my
Oh boy, just like last year, guys, I got this really bad problem going on, and it's really eating away at me that I can't tell you, but I can't tell you right now. But it's really hurting me, guys. It's really hurting me, really bad. I'm not looking for money. I just need some support right now. I don't not necessarily looking for money. If you guys want to give me money, that's great. But I'm not actually asking you guys for money right now. I just really need your support. Come on, Phil. I already know what the script is. We all do. We already went through this. You already did this. This was last year. Oh, this better be good, Phil. Cat better be terminally ill or some shit. I'm not even trying to be funny with that one, but goddamn, Phil, you yourself better be diagnosed with fucking diabetes or some shit. Something. What are you gonna pull out now? Because no one's gonna believe it. And the thing is, and I'll give you at least some credit, Phil. Some credit. That last year, you were talking about, oh, you had this medical issue and you've been having it for a long time. I initially thought it was going to be your depression. But I don't think so. Now I'm thinking it might be diabetes. And the reason why I'm saying this, ladies and gentlemen, is because if you remember earlier on in the year, he talked about how much weight he lost and how he's trying to eat healthier and this, that, and the third. And I've also said on a couple of different broadcasts that there are scientific studies that are starting to correlate gout with diabetes, which Phil wouldn't be that far off the mark. So I wonder if that's what his next ploy is going to be. But then again, he says it's something that he's had for a really long time and whatnot. We'll figure out what the bullshit is when it comes along, but you guys already know what the script is, okay? Let him play his position and play his part. Let's do it. Dspnews.
the things that are coming in the future and the things that I need help with. Okay, so, you know, I don't really usually talk about this on normal streams, so I figure I'm doing a whole day where it's just talking to you guys on this stream. I might as well get it, you know, talk about it then. And then we'll have our usual Q&A show, okay?
Taxes, 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 taxes. Give me your money, money, money.
Now we've got someone posting a giant paragraph saying that I've lost a viewer because I'm hostile to the viewers. I'm doing a pre-stream. I'm not even really directly interacting with anyone. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, and it sounds to me like you may have some personal problems to take care of. So have a nice life. Anyone who's actually listening to this pre-stream, like, okay, Phil's doing the usual stuff, sounds good. Oh, someone posts a paragraph in stream chat saying that I lost a viewer because I'm a horrible person. It's like, what are you talking about?
You know, it's true.
What? What on earth are you talking about? When did it? Like, literally, not a single thing has happened today on stream. What? People are just nuts. I just don't know anymore.
Now, I remember catching this clip on Twitter, and someone had posted it, and I had said that it was like, it doesn't have to be today, Phil. What about yesterday? What about last week? What about last month? What about last year? Oh, because I didn't fuck up today, I don't see why people are coming at me. And then you, instead of asking him what the he or she, what the situation is, you immediately dismiss them and then you just kick them out. It's kind of like how when these people have gripes against you and you call them mentally ill, because by calling them mentally ill or crazy, for example, it's dismissive. You can immediately just go ahead and finish the conversation off there. Oh, you're crazy. I don't understand. You get the fuck out of my way. Just in case you guys don't know, that's also a reference to what Dave Chappelle had said. He had said that in an interview a couple years back, right after he went to Africa. Oh man, that African weed, Ivory Coast weed. Anyway, it's dismissive, and it's a quick way to just basically brush people off and whatnot. And you did the exact same thing here. So because I didn't do anything wrong today, dude, I don't see why you're attacking me. Get the fuck out. That's your motive. That's your MO. And the problem is it's yet again, it's just another demonstration of let's reword that. It demonstrates your shortcomings, and despite all the years you've been around, you haven't shown any growth whatsoever. Which only proves that the detractors that say he's not going anywhere, he's never going to get better, he's not going to do anything, just sit back and watch him sink. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. There's nothing else in your future besides that. If Phil wins the lottery, he'll fuck it up. I guarantee it. And he'll be in even worse shape than he's in now. And even if he did win the lottery, and let's say he didn't fuck it up, like the money aspect of it, he would just alienate everybody around him because he's going to be like, I'm above all of you. Look at me and look at all the money that I have. Look at my lifestyle. Shit, Phil's dumb enough to go off and buy another house. So, there you go. When instead he should be taking that money, pay off his obligations, and then maybe, Phil, look outside of yourself and maybe take care of your parents, man. You know what I'm saying? Send some money their way. Let them live comfortably. Let them travel. Do something in their in their golden years, if you will. Nah, see, Phil can't do that. It has to be about Phil, above all else. And he wonders why people shit on him on the regular. Dspnews.
I just don't know anymore.
Crazy says maybe they were watching last night's videos and getting caught up. Last night was very positive too. Last night I was doing Dragon Quest, and there was tons of positivity, tons of progress in the game.
Falunja cheered. Said, did you hear? Did you hear that King Tut is in Tevin's stream? If he is, I'm not surprised. Like I said, he was someone who was attempting to hurt me and others. He was actually attempting to hurt a ton of people. By doing false donate, he would donate, and then he was intending to take it all back. And it wasn't just me. There were many streamers who he did things like cheering, subbing, and tipping, and then he was trying to get it all back to screw everybody over. Apparently, not only did he charge back $1,200 tips for me, but over $1,000 of tips to another streamer in particular that I know. So he was basically being a dick. He was just trying to screw people over, but he screwed himself over because everyone kept all the money. So he's a complete idiot. So let him go be on someone else's stream. He's a complete moron. Everyone's just been making fun of the guy for trying to be a criminal and commit fraud, when in reality, all it did was make him look fucking stupid.
Why am I toxic? More toxic, more toxic.
John says, you easily nailed 1,900 viewers, chill and success. I'm pretty sure I did not get 900 legit viewers tonight. I have no idea because I don't look at view count at all. But if any crazy way, there was high viewers. It had nothing to do with...
You don't look at your view count, even though the view count is right there on his dash. He can see it when he looks at the chat. It's right there. Because we've all seen Phil's layout. So, good one on that one. Second, Phil didn't catch the joke because I think that 1,900 was a combination of his number of people that were on his stream and Tevin's. But, you know, Phil's not that smart.
with legitimacy. It's probably a bot or something.
S-Bucks Chris asked, did I ever receive that large cardboard penis in the mail? No, I never did. I told you. That was much earlier this year. A troll on stream admitted to ordering me a gigantic cardboard penis. He was like, oh, I hand-picked it and everything. I was like, what? He just admitted this, and I was like, I never got it. So not only are you an idiot who spent money on a giant cardboard penis, and you publicly admitted it to people, hundreds of people.
Oh, Phil. You lost one girlfriend to the BBC, and someone promised you another one, and you didn't get it? Now look how disappointed you are. That's so sad. That's so sad. Like I said, you lost one girlfriend to it. You're losing your horse to another one, and someone promised you a floppy cock, and you didn't even get it. That's a goddamn shame, Phil. I'm sorry for you. It's a shame, Phil. I know. It's really sad. It really, really is. He really sounds disappointed. He really sounds disappointed about that shit. Look at his face. I just want what's promised to me, man. Dude. That's all I wanted, man. I was waiting for it. Wow, Phil, you're such a fucking moron. Why would you even bring that up? You should have been like, I don't know what you're talking about, because you're good at lying, Phil. I'm good at lying. And then just kept it moving. Dumbass. Dspnews.
People on stream, I didn't even get it. So you're a double idiot. Ah, the salty tears. And you can't be much dumber than that. If I didn't get it in the middle, how do I know? Because he admitted he did. At least he was proud of it. He was like announcing it. I did it. I did it. Yeah, I did it. I got him a big cardboard dick. It's like, what the fuck? Why would you admit that? He was actually proud of it. I mean, he was so dumb. He was proud of it. He was proud that he had wasted his money on buying a giant cardboard dick that I never got. What a genius. Now, are you the guy Cheers said you're the guy and I'm watching your Twitch? Okay then.
Poopster Cheers says, do you think being an underdog helps your mentality or any other aspects? To me, I am motivated by people saying that I should fail or I'm no good. Like, that's been my whole life. It's been like that. People tell me I'm not good enough to do something. I'm never going to be good enough to be good at Street Fighter and win a tournament. I'm never going to be good enough to be able to put out entertaining streams.
In true, Phil, you never won an EVO. You won an EVO qualifier. You've won EVO qualifiers, but you never actually won an EVO. So, I mean, it is what it is. You took some tournaments. Good for you. You didn't actually get the prize. Came close once, and you only took 4th. And then bragged about it, because I'm the top-ranked American... I'm the highest-ranked American Super Turbo player. That's all you can hold on to. I've never seen anybody fight so hard for 4th place. Oh, shit. That's like getting cucked 3 times. You silly motherfucker. You silly little pig. Silly pig. Phil, using the negativity against you as some type of motivation is one thing, but it didn't really do you any favors because you're a negative piece of shit anyway. You always were. You always were. I wonder if anybody even ever really said any of that to you before your time on YouTube. Or is that what you thought people said about you, and it gave you a reason to be an asshole? You justified in your own head that all you guys are jerks because none of you guys believe in me, so I came up with this elaborate scheme, essentially, that everybody hates me and no one thinks I can do anything, and that was your only way of pushing yourself forward. I wonder if that was the case. Kind of pathetic, really. But, I mean, everybody has to grasp on to something, right? Dspnews.
It makes something of myself on the internet. When people tell me I suck or I'm no good, that motivates me to do good and do better, you know?
I'm good at lying.
Being an underdog is a major reason why I feel that I've been...
Here's the thing, idiot. You're not an underdog anymore. You made a shitload of money on YouTube. You bought a house. You have a nice car. You know what I'm saying? You're not an underdog anymore, fuckhead. You're not an underdog anymore. The only odds that are stacked up against you are the ones that you put up yourself. It doesn't really work to the narrative anymore, dude. It's done. And it's hard to say that you were an underdog in a day and age when there wasn't many of you. There wasn't a lot of competition. And that's why people like Toby Turner and iJustine and all these other Let's Players in general who started to end up filling up that pond and whatnot, so it ended up expanding, you sat there and started railing off on them. Because when it was this small little thing and you were making all this crazy money, it was all gravy. But when more and more people came in, which competition's good, by the way, Phil, but when all these people started to come in, you started to get butthurt because now your views started to get smaller. Because there are more options out there. There are better options out there. And because you couldn't adapt and you couldn't adjust, you didn't move along with the trends. So you basically just lagged on. You fell back. And you could have caught up. You had the money and you had the resources. Your dumbass didn't have the know-how, but you certainly had the money and the resources. So what's your excuse? You were too lazy. You said it yourself. You found a whole shitload of success doing things the way you've been doing it, so why should you have to change? The funny thing is your lack of foresight and your unwillingness to change is what led to your downfall. It's rather comedic, to be honest with you. Dspnews.
Do a lot of the shit that I drink over the years.
Alright, I gotta say this to the moron trolls coming in here. I have to say this because people are so fucking stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, Tevin has view bots. Tevin has always had view bots. Tevin will always use view bots. He has artificial views on YouTube. He has artificial views on his streams. He always has had view bots ever since he started. In fact, it was funny because it was like 2 years ago I said that, and then someone went and said, yeah, you know, he actually used to like be involved with some kind of a business where he would charge for views and shit.
What? Wait, what?
What? What?
You could tell he's reaching at this point. He is reaching. You remember what Tevin was doing 2 years ago, Phil? You remember that far back? You can barely remember what was told to you yesterday. If it was positive anyway. If it was negative, of course you remember it. But you can remember what Tevin was doing 2 years ago. You remember what Tevin's business was 2 years ago. I mean, just because your forehead's as big as a goddamn turntable doesn't mean that you know exactly what... you have any insight on what Tevin does. Absolutely retarded. Jesus Christ, he's really reaching though. He's really trying to get as many miles out of he can. Sorry, get as many miles as he can out of this whole Tevin situation. It's just not working. Just give up. Like, seriously. You're good at failing anyway, so why don't you just go ahead and cut your losses and fold now, instead of just letting the shit drag out to where some shit about you gets really exposed, and then you can't get yourself out of it. As I said, Phil, people have already linked you to a bot site already. How stupid are you? No one told you to run around here and do your fucking gout 24-hour ops and thought you could get away with it. It's funny how you're pulling these gay ops, right, Phil? Which is almost similar to what other shit's going on in other circles of the internet. And somewhere down the line, somebody in your fan base was like, "Oh well, we can't attack him this way, we can't attack him that way, we can't attack him this way," because it's pretty obvious you've been trying to go after Tevin all year, if not longer. Which, even then, it still doesn't explain the reach that you're going for now. You know what I'm saying? But in any case, it's very obvious that you've been keeping tabs on Tevin. But you guys thought that you're going to discredit him with view bots. When if you go to a Tevin stream, whether you're in the comment section or not, the same suspects are up there. And his numbers are pretty consistent, way more than yours. But we're going to view bots now. That's how you're going to... You don't... Like, YouTube isn't going to be able to trace that shit back. Or Google, anyway. Is that really what we've come down to? That's what the method is now. He's really not that smart. And then the thing is, Phil, right? Is there's no loyalty over there. There's no honor amongst thieves. One of them are going to crack. Remember this time last year, Phil? Or, well, earlier this year, I should say. One of your trusted flaggers went ahead and spilled the beans. So this viewbot shit, if we want real confirmance about it, someone's going to talk. Someone's going to talk to, They Call Me Tex, or Bill Burnell, or Dragon Killer. Someone's going to go to those guys and go ahead and spill the beans on it. You're screwed. Or they'll just go to Tevin directly. I don't know, Phil. You might want to leave these piggy ops alone, man. It's not for you. You're not smart enough. You're not smart enough. Your fan base isn't loyal enough. Your inner circle isn't loyal enough. You probably shouldn't do it. Dspnews.
What? Oh shit, what the fuck? What the holy shit was that? What the fuck, dude? I was not expecting that whatsoever, dude. He's always had that, because idiots are coming in here. Did you know Tevin has 3,000 viewers? Oh, you're gonna get salt. It's, oh, even now, again, my mouth overpowered with salt flavor. Dude, he's restreaming me playing fucking Dragon Quest. He's not gonna get 3,000 legit viewers. It's viewbots, and people are fucking idiots to believe that shit. You are so fucking dumb and gullible, I swear to God. People are so dumb. All I can taste is the saltiness.
Yeah, Poopster, you know. Poopster is absolutely true. That certain people do that on purpose because it makes them look popular, and then more people will actually jump on because they're gullible and they think, oh, look how many people are watching this, when in reality it's all fucking bots. Here's the truth of the matter. Here's the absolute truth of the matter, alright?
If this person restreaming me actually had 3,000 legit viewers, okay, why is it that I can make a living doing this? I raise enough money on my streams with my limited viewership, but he doesn't make as much money as me and has to have a job and everything. It doesn't make any sense. If this guy...
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. He's not doing this as a job, dummy. That's what it comes down to. He found more meaning in his life than sitting online, or yeah, basically, sitting online playing video games for a living, and ended up hating it. He doesn't need to do that. This is your hobby. I like how Phil tries to make this shit seem like, oh, everybody who does shit on him it's like a full-time job and shit. You're a hobby. You're meek. You're merely a plaything that we just kind of pass around to each other. The only difference is, unlike over there, which you and your little fan base, Phil, we wash our hands when we're done with you, and then we make sure, you know, then we make sure we can go and pass you on to everybody else. You're merely a plaything. Like when Snort Burnell has those little clips of cats and pigs and whatnot, you see the cats usually toying with the pig. Just imagine a bunch of cats literally just toying with that one pig over and over and over again. Now, I keep saying that, you know, you got to be easy, because if you firm up the pig a little too much, then the bacon's not going to be as good. But, you know, that's just me. That's just me. But in any case, you're just a hobby, dude. You're just a hobby. And if you see what Tevin sometimes pulls in from cheers, or not cheers, but in like tips or donations, whatever you want to call it, he pulls in more than you in certain nights. But see, Phil, you're not even doing this for a living. YouTube is not a living for you because you have so much goddamn debt. Twitch is the same thing. Begging is essentially the forerunner. That's what's bringing in the mountain of money for the most part. That's what your real occupation is. You're a beggar. If people want to come out and willingly donate to you, that's one thing. If you say, hey guys, I'm saving up for this right here, if anybody want to contribute, cool. That's one thing. For you to go on stream day in, day out and be like, guys, I'm going to lose my fucking house. I'm going broke. Everything's on credit cards and shit. I really need money right now. You're a beggar. That's what you are. You're a beggar. It's all you'll probably ever be. You've always lived off someone else's back. This is no different. You're a hobby. You're meek at peak. You're just there. You're not even living. You merely exist. The only thing that breathes life into you is the people who talk about you or who take your bullshit, which is literally what it is, and turns it into something else. People are killing you when it comes to YouTube videos. People are killing you when it comes to streams. People are killing you when it comes to interactions on social media. You're merely just there. You're merely just there. Silly, silly piggy. Logic is for humans. You should know that by now. When you grow some feet and you go ahead and discard those hooves, then you come talk to me. News.
Habitually had way more viewers than me, then he would be doing this for a living too. He doesn't. It's fucking it's fake. It's all fucking fake. Tons of salt.
was 100% salt.
Over 1,800 milligrams of sodium. This is one of the saltiest things.
But people are so dumb they believe that shit. They're so fucking dumb. But I don't give a fuck. Let him do what he wants.
As I've said many times, you know, people will get what's coming to them. It's called karma. But anyway.
No, I would not do a boxing match with anyone. What did you do like the last 2 years? Actually, the last 3 years. People are like, are you gonna, will someone box Phil? Will Phil box someone? What the fuck? It's the most immature, stupid thing. Yeah, I'm a person who sits at home and loves to enjoy video games and share you guys on a stream. I'm gonna start boxing people now. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I'm not gonna box anybody. And we had an hour of basically kind of, you know, Q&A interaction. There was nothing negative last night.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. I mean, that's insanity. That's not healthy.
If you care about Phil in any capacity, you don't want him boxing anybody. 2 good hits and he's out. Like two amateur hits and he's out. He's done. If you want to be fancy about it, straight jab to the nose, next hit to the body, and then the next one to his jaw. He's done. It's a wrap. And then, given how unhealthy he is, he'd probably bleed out like a stuffed pig. You're definitely gonna see a whole lot of blood come out of him. He's not. It's. You don't want to see that shit. That's just an embarrassment, to be honest with you. Even I don't want to see that. Even though I would buy the rights to it, to be honest with you, and let everybody restream that shit. That's what I would do. If anybody decides to can actually get Phil into the ring and whatnot, I will buy rights to that, and everybody else can just restream it off me, and then everybody can have it, and then everybody can chop and screw it and do whatever they need to want to do about it. It's okay. That would be great. So please believe, Phil. Don't get so desperate where you need to start fighting people. Trust, because there will be a detractor. There will be detractors. I'm sorry. There'll be detractors that are going to be sitting there making the real money off of it. You might walk away with your couple $1,000 and then your broken nose and shattered jaw and everything, but the real money is going to come after the fact. DSP News.
That's sickening. That's like mental illness. There's facts in front of your face, but instead of believing them, you have to try to make a way to change the facts or justify that they're not valid for your own crazy purposes. That's like, I would go talk to someone. I would go to a psychiatrist and I would say, listen, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with him. I need help. And get, counseling.
Did you say the same thing about Panda too? If she ever gets a panic attack again, they should just give her a pill and leave her somewhere? I just want some clarification. Since you're talking about, if you were in a really bad way and you needed real help, you would go to a psychiatrist and ask for drugs or whatever the case may be. Because I guess to you, drugs are the answer to everything. Is that how you felt about Kat? Or sorry, is that how you felt about Panda? Is that why you just wanted them to give her a pill, just leave her somewhere? What about Kat? She's got some issues too. Are you giving her medication too, Phil? Keeping her meted up to keep her complacent? Is that what we're doing? That's what we're doing, Phil? We're just slipping medication to people that cures everything? That's what the deal is? I'm just saying. I just want some clarification. I want to understand where you're coming from with all this. Because you can work through your problems without medication. Don't get me wrong, some people need it. And I'm not here to shit on anybody because they need medication. But for you, Phil, it's almost like you believe that you take one pill and then the problem goes away. You must not realize that it comes back. Like your gout, for example. Hence the reason why you have to drink the gout herbal tea. You're drinking way more cherry juice. And cherry juice is expensive. I was looking into that a little bit. Cherry juice isn't cheap. And knowing you're going for the organic stuff, which is probably even more expensive. So you're investing quite a bit to keep yourself from flaring up. And then the cream, also, Phil, you're doing that too. So, yeah. It's a shame they don't have just one pill you can take for gout and make that all go away, huh? Just saying. DSP News.
Shock therapy, whatever you need to fix your brain, because that ain't normal. I'm just telling you, dude. Sorry for fucking what? That was my depression. It's Tevin's fault.
So I don't know what, that's what I mean. You get people who come in and they think like the whole stream's about them, They come in and they start I'm going to post up a paragraph about this. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Nothing have. There's been like, the things have been good. You know, things have been positive and nice on streams for months. You know, every once in a while you get derailed slightly by one little stupid thing or another, but for the most part, the streams have been great. So I don't know where people are coming from with this nonsense. I just don't.
Mark McCauley is referencing things from like months ago now. Mark, I don't know what your problem is. And you were also criticizing the mods earlier, so sit outside for 10 minutes and try to stop being negative. Yep, I'm toxic. Cat, you need to get out now. That place is toxic.
Rob Warren tipped me $20.
You are my bitch. Thank you for the free money, dummy. And you can lick my balls.
And he says, in all my years of following you, I always wanted to ask, did you have singing lessons or have you just got an awesome voice? No, I have never received a single singing lesson at all.
I'm good.
Really? When I was much younger, I actually loved to sing. And I would sing music like I owned. Like I would own records and then later cassettes. And I would sing those songs. And then when I was in elementary school, we would do like musicals. And I would sing in the musicals and stuff. And then later on, you know, I was in my high school musicals. But never really made anything of it. And never really cared either. Let's be honest. I never really gave a shit about singing as anything that I would ever do at any capacity. So, but the answer is no, nothing there.
Santa's buttocks tipped me $1, and he says, I'm not here to tip, I'm not here to get shout outs. And then he referenced something I don't know what it is, so I'm not gonna say it. But thank you for the $1 tip.
Eternal Napalm just cheered. He says, how is it that YouTube could slap you with content ID, but other toxic YouTubers could steal your content to slander your name and your business without content ID? It depends. Content ID is a very weird thing. Because there's sometimes when I'll be playing games for weeks and get no content ID and then all of a sudden get hit with a bunch of them. It's a stupid algorithm that YouTube uses and it doesn't really work the way that they've intended it to work.
Ow! Why'd you do that? Why did you do that? Why'd you just go to bite mommy? Wow. Alright, so you see what pigs can do.
I would guess that, for example, if I'm playing a game and a portion of that game got hit with content ID because of music, anyone who's like illegally doing things with my content, like doing a This Is How You Don't Play or restreaming it, probably gets hit with the same exact content ID. The bottom line is most of those people don't monetize the videos. But that's not how they get, you know, their name out there. That's not how they get prominence or anything. It's from the thousands of negative, toxic people who watch that kind of stuff, you know? And then they go ahead and they go to their streams and they donate in other ways. So, they still make money off my name. It's just basically usually not off the ad revenue. Okay? Wow, I got an anonymous $1 tip asking, Phil, how can I live a healthy lifestyle?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, there's only about 400 ways to recommend a healthy lifestyle, and they're all contradictory. There's so many experts on this, and they all say different shit. Some people say to eat a variety of stuff, like greens plus proteins and meat. Some people say don't eat meat at all, and instead, you know, stay away and only eat, you know, vegetables. Vegans say only eat vegetables and nothing from animals. The people with this paleo diet only eat things the cavemen ate. That's right. Go on that paleo diet. Only eat things the cavemen ate. You know, the cavemen that lived till they were like 15 years old and then died? Yeah, eat what they ate. That sounds like a good idea. I don't know. I can't answer. I mean, obviously...
Really? All cavemen only lived till the age of 15? Huh. I didn't know that. Who knew? I don't remember ever seeing that in any National Geographic documentary. I certainly don't ever remember reading that. Huh. It's funny how someone like Phil, who doesn't read anything at all, especially unless it's on Twitter, would know about that. Speaking of which, Phil, when we talk about people who didn't live very long, when's the last time you went to the doctor or to the dentist? When's the last time you had a physical? You know, just saying. You gotta. When's the last time you had someone look under the hood to make sure you're all right? Just saying. You're planning on being here for a long time, right? You did say that despite all the hate and everything that happens against you, you're still going to be here in the morning. We need to remember that. Okay, so what are you doing to preserve that? We are talking about having a healthy lifestyle, yeah? So what are you doing? What steps are you taking? I mean, you're paying all that money for insurance. You should probably use it, yeah? I don't know. That's probably detractor logic. You know, just like cavemen only lived until they were 15. Gotcha. DSP News.
There's many different things. right? There's many things that people will say. For example, oh, you know, have a mix of physical activity, like exercise, plus healthy diet, plus stay away from things like smoking and drinking. Yeah, I'm not here to give you any kind of a, some kind of a life guide on how to do things, okay?
I loved red meat, alright? I loved fast food, fast food. Phil has gout.
I mean, just being honest here, I'm just not. So, these kind of questions are kind of silly. If you have a specific question in regards to me, that's fine. But outside of that, I really don't have, I don't have much to say about the matter, okay? I got an anonymous dollar tip asking why don't I read all donation messages, because a lot of them are trollish messages, or they're messages that will insult, or are meant to be inflammatory, and I don't derail my stream. I have no obligation to read every cheer or every donation, because I control my stream, ultimately. I'm the master of my domain.
That's right. This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules, and what I say goes.
I'm the master of my domain. Yet you can't regulate your own rules. You can't profit. You, for some reason, still can't bring in an audience. Not the one that you have now, nor can you bring anybody new in. Master of your own domain. Gotcha. Gotcha. You can't even profit off of your own stupidity. But you're the master of your own domain. Oh, keep holding on to that hug box of yours, Phil. Because what happens when you get kicked off of Twitch eventually? Where are you going to go? To Mixer? Where are you going to go? To stream.me? Where are you going to go, Phil? You going to go back to YouTube? Your avenues are getting cut off, bruh. Like, you're literally going to jump from one sinking ship to another. And if not, you're going to have to go to new ground. And I don't mean the actual website. I mean, you're actually going to have to go to somewhere new. And you're not going to know how to act. And by then, there's going to be a detractor in probably every median, or on at least every platform and on every median anyway. So you're going to be screwed either which way. You can't win. And they're not going to give a fuck about who Darksydephil is. So you're not going to have no clout. Like, no, don't let him bully me. I've had a 10-year legacy on YouTube, man. I've been online forever, man. You gotta help. Like, you're just another name and number. Get in line. Oh shit, it's gonna be great. Dspnews.
This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech, because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land.
And I want to make sure I'm putting out a fun and positive and entertaining stream for everyone watching, and therefore I pick and choose what things I wish to say and not say. It's very subjective, and, you know, there's rules and criteria to follow, and some people don't follow them. And then they don't get their stuff read out. It's that simple. Do you guys think that I should do follower-only mode? It looks like we got some really annoying bots today that are coming into the stream chat and just being fucking annoying. And rather than me have to constantly be looking at the stream chat, especially when I'm playing a first-person shooter, I'm not going to be able to. Should I just turn on followers-only mode for a while? I think I might have to. I just don't want to deal with this shit. It's fucking annoying, man. This way, at least the bots won't be able to do nothing. Here. Alright, I'm doing it. Alright, so I turned on followers-only mode. Now these annoying bots that were made in the last day to spam racist stuff won't be able to do it. And we can just have a nice, relaxing stream now.
Oh, yeah, I like this too. So, racism, right? Not that whole bullshit that goes on in his chat on a regular basis anyway. Anybody who's talking shit about Phil now is considered racism. Anybody who has a negative comment towards Phil, his community, or anything like that is considered racist. So, with that being said, Phil, I need to ask. So, like, are you acknowledging that, like, a pig roach is a species? Are you acknowledging that that's what you guys are over there? And that the prejudice that's going against you guys is because of who you are and what you guys look like? Is that what that is? Because, like, you know, if that's the case, then we should probably register you, and we should probably actually have some scientists actually look at you. Which means a few of you guys are probably going to have to get dissected. I mean, it's all for science, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you got to, if you want some omelet, you got to break some eggs. And moving forward, because really, you're going to throw around the word racism? Really? That's what we're doing now? That's the plan, huh? Gotcha. That's that's the new narrative. I shit on this black guy all day, but all these people who have negative shit to say about me, that's racism. Gotcha, Phil. Gotcha. There's compilations of me saying racist shit for years now, but now I'm on the other end of, and I'm being harassed by and being hit with racism. Gotcha. You got kicked off of a website for some shit. But that wasn't racist though. But what's happening to me now is racism. That's what the narrative is, Phil. That's the new scheme, huh? That's what we're going with. You couldn't pick anything else, huh? It's not harassment anymore. It's not a bunch of brain dead individuals, you know what I'm saying, stalking me. It's racism now. Oh, I look forward to picking that apart over the next couple weeks.
Okay.
What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. I hope you had fun. Being that I knew people...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Racism. That's cute. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Snort Burnell. KO Gaming / DsPgaming. Ranting... okay, my bad. Yeah, we're right. We're good. Okay, KO Gaming / DsPgaming. Lazy Pig Roach Cult. Let's see. More insults to the fans, detractors. Sorry. This right here is from November 21st of 2016. Oh boy. Let's see. I feel something good about this. I feel this might be special. Here we go.
We're enjoying the playthrough. I decided to go a little extra long today. As you saw, I went a whole extra hour on stream, which I hope you appreciate. Quite honestly, let me take a look, because I have not looked at stream numbers all day. My God, the stream numbers were terrible. Wow, what happened? Did we ever even get close to 400? At least from what I could see. I can't see the entire length of this stream, but from what I can see, which is back till around like 3 p.m., it looks like we barely even had 300 on stream. Wow. I don't know what's going on. Listen, here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit. I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that about either the Watch Dogs 2, which I've been playing recently and really liking, or Pokemon. It's bullshit. I call complete and utter bullshit on anyone who's saying that I'm not engaged and I sound like I'm bored. I'm not. So I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy. It's kind of ridiculous that I can't even get 400 people for a live stream anymore of new games. New games. It's one thing if this were like an old game that I was playing, it was boring and, you know, it was an older game most people didn't care about. It's a brand new game. And I can't even get 400 people on stream. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, I'll be honest with everyone. I enjoyed the stream today. I had a lot of fun. I did. I had a lot of fun playing this today. But what is the point of doing all the setup for the live stream? Right now, we're at the end of the stream. I've got 230 people on stream. Why? You know, I'm confused. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's the thing. Now people, if I don't stream, people will complain. Why aren't I streaming? Well, because you didn't show up. And you know what? I'm not accepting it anymore. I'm just not. Sorry. That's invalid criticism. And I'll tell you why. Because it's bullshit. You can't have it both ways. You can't 1 year massively complain one way, so I change my way of doing things to cater to the people who want it. And then all of a sudden, you're going to complain the other way. No, what it is people who just want to say that I'm doing it wrong no matter what. And that's all it is. No matter what I do, those people will still say that I'm doing it wrong. And if you don't want to see those playthroughs, okay, then don't fucking watch. If you showed up for the stream, I would bother with it, but it's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I had fun. I want to say thanks to those of you who were here for the stream, obviously. But, I mean, even you can see, I mean, it's black and white. It's black and white at this point that my daily live streams, people aren't turning up for them. So I guess honestly, that might be it. This might be the final stream for the game. I don't know what else to say.
There's been some things that I've said that maybe,
Now let me jump in real fast. Okay, so as you heard Phil, okay, his panties all in a bunch, decides to rail off on the fan base because dudes didn't come through and, you know what I'm saying, give him money, and more importantly, just support the stream. So he calls these motherfuckers lazy and shit. Then he backtracks and says he never said it. Then Review Tech USA, Rich from Review Tech USA, calls him out. Phil turns into a butthurt little bitch and says, it's not fair that he was able to call me out because he did it on Twitter at a time when I was asleep. I was asleep and I couldn't defend myself. Like, Review Tech was supposed to send him a message and be like, hey, are you awake? Because I'm about to rail on you for something that you did wrong. Fucking idiot. It's let's just continue watching it. DSP News. Oh, these bonus segments are starting to get better and better, kinda.
Either I didn't mean to say them that way, and I didn't express myself properly the way that I said them, for example, on a pre-stream or on a post-stream this week. And, you know, sadly, what ends up happening is when I say something maybe the wrong way or not how I intended to.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, this is the same idiot who sat there and botched 2 statements on Twitter too, right? Saying that he didn't have enough characters and there was no way, there wasn't enough to articulate himself and so on and so forth. So you can't do it on Twitter and you can't do it on YouTube and you can't do it on your streams. Maybe you should just stop doing it. Maybe, just maybe, your failure is a little bit stronger than it's a little bit stronger than how you can articulate yourself on social media. You might want to leave it alone. Just saying. DSP News?
Mean it or not really what I was trying to say. You know, I'm a real human here, and I make mistakes, and I can't always express myself in the way that I want to perfectly 100% of the time. Duh! I mean, you could probably go back over the 8 years I've been on YouTube and find about 4 million examples where I said one thing, and then afterwards I was like, oh shit, well I actually meant to say this, or no, really it's more like this, but when I was saying something on the fly, I didn't necessarily say it in a way that was the best way to say something.
So, like, since you talk in the moment, Phil, because that's basically what you're trying to say, do you have, like, Asperger's or something like that? Is that the, Kenny, is that the right condition? I don't know what you call it. I remember Cartman did some shit like that on South Park or something. Is that what you have, Phil? Because you really do speak in the moment. And then afterwards, that's when shit hits the fan because you're a fucking idiot and you shouldn't have said what you said. Oh, but it was in the moment, though, so, you know, you guys can't hold it against me, man. I wasn't thinking clearly. Then maybe you should shut the fuck up. Maybe you should have just kept quiet. Now look at you. Goddamn, you look like a slob back in 2016. Jesus Christ. Tighten up. Tighten up. You should be ashamed of yourself. No one wants to eat hairy bacon. Goddamn.
Especially if it's in a way that doesn't hurt people or insult people, right? But what happens is you've got people who literally sit here, and I'm not kidding you, right now they're doing it right now, as this video is going live on YouTube. They're sitting here and they're analyzing every little thing that I possibly say to find something, somewhere where I slipped, somewhere where I might have said something in a bad way, or maybe a way that doesn't necessarily 100% make sense, or may be something that's inflammatory to some people, or insulting to some people, and that's what they focus on, right? Not the 99% of the other part of the discussion that's been going on, but that 1% where I said something that may have been a bad way to say something, okay?
So wait a second. So you're mad because people microanalyze what you say, though you have a history of saying stupid shit. Think about that, what you just said for just a second, Phil. I know you can't do it. I'll do it for you. That's why I'm here. That's why I rule Galtopia. So your dumbass is prone to saying stupid shit. You're known for saying stupid shit. It's one of the only things that you do that you're reliable at. Saying stupid shit. And you're mad, okay? Your gout is flaring up because people call you out on it and people come to your content to watch and catch you doing it. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, now people just clip that shit, which is great. but that's what you do, Phil. It's what you're known for. More so than your gaming and whatnot. Now, I know people have come out of the woodworks, not really the woodworks, but people have come out and said, you know, hey, some of his best stuff is back then, such and such and such and such. Which is interesting, too, because some of that same stuff is just packed with insults. But in any case, right? People try to make the best out of whatever it is that you put out. Cool. Your insults are probably the only entertaining thing that you do, to be honest. So you yourself have a problem with that. You have a problem that people go ahead and pick out the shit that you say wrong, yet you for some reason can't figure out, maybe, just maybe, stop doing that. To shut up. To keep quiet. And maybe you would save yourself all these problems. But see, you don't want to do that because you want to be the realest dude on YouTube and you want to express yourself. You want to have the right to say what you want, right? Fair enough, but then no one can go to your chat And no one can go to your YouTube, under your YouTube videos and do that. So it's funny how you want to cut other people's freedom of speech at the knees, but you want to have your own. But then again, it's also even more interesting that you don't want to actually be criticized for the stuff that you say, even though you're so quick to do it to someone else. I don't know. That sounds like something Anita does. Oh no. Well, that sounds rather familiar. Say what I want to say whatever I want to say, and I don't want any backlash, but no one can say anything to me. And if they do, I can get them removed or shut down at any given time. That's exactly what that sounds like. That sounds mighty familiar. That sounds mighty familiar. Let's continue this investigation. I could be wrong, but that's what that sounds like, though. Sounds like I think we have a cuck afoot. Let's go ahead and try to catch him. Don't worry, he has gout, so he'll be limping. Dspnews.
Case in point, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this past whole month, there's been a ton of discussion around myself, around my YouTube channels, how to improve, how to make them more viable for the modern audience on YouTube. Because the bottom line is, for 8 years, I have primarily done raw video game playthroughs and raw video gaming Let's Play live streams on a daily basis, and it doesn't seem like that's cutting the mustard per se, alright? What I've noticed is a huge drop-off in views. I can't explain it. It kind of came out of nowhere because the first half of this year was great. The first half of 2016 was amazing. Views were up. I have my new channel, KO Gaming, that was doing really well, and everything was going great. And then all of a sudden this summer, literally out of nowhere, it didn't seem like there was any cause or effect relationship. It dipped massively and hasn't come back to anywhere near the levels where it used to be. So when I'm seeing something like that, I obviously have to appeal to my viewing audience and say, what's going on? Can you give me feedback? Can you give me suggestions for improvement? What exactly is happening? I'm the kind of person that is completely transparent. I let you know about all the stuff kind of going on behind the scenes. I share that with you because I really do feel that you, the viewer, are the person who's here on a daily basis, not only to watch my content and enjoy it, but also that's almost like an experience. This whole YouTube thing has been an organic experience between myself and my viewership that I really feel that being transparent has allowed you to feel like behind the scenes and be a part of it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm better than anyone else. I don't feel like, what I'm doing puts me on as an e-celebrity pedestal. And, you know, a lot of people may say, but Phil, you say all the time that your videos are better than everyone else who does Let's Plays. You know what? Again, that's just me not expressing myself well. Alright? I don't necessarily think that the way that I do videos is better or necessarily the only way to do it. I personally feel that doing a raw Let's Play is the best way to do it. That's my personal belief, because you don't get the one-sided fluff of editing out all the parts of the game that are boring, or editing out the fails of a game, right? Or only making the game look good because you're basically doing a paid PR advertisement, which, quite honestly, a lot of big gaming YouTubers, that's what they do, because they're paid to do it. Alright? That's not what I do. That's never what I've done. That's not what I want to do, and that's not what I intend to ever do here on YouTube. But it seems like that's where YouTube is going when it comes to gaming videos. People want to see highly edited...
I like how his dumbass tried to backtrack what he said, and then went ahead and just plowed forward in insulting those same group of people yet again. And whatnot. Like, Phil, if you're gonna be a bitch and backtrack, then go all the way. Just saying. If not... If you're gonna stand by what you say, then be like, yeah, I think I'm the one who does it the best because I do it this way. Period. Like, how is this hard to articulate? Like I said, that's why no one takes you seriously, because you don't stand by nothing. And even when you try to, all you do is end up insulting the people yet again. You end up doing it worse at times. It seems kind of like a waste of time. It seems like an idiot who don't know how to talk to people. It seems like someone who's been on YouTube, been on a public forum for a very, very long time, and has no real social skills. One can only wonder, I suppose. I don't know. Dspnews.
Highly polished gameplay videos where all the fails and all the boring stuff of the game is cut out. It's only non-stop entertainment. A joke here, fun commentary there, a funny part here, a funny fail there, and literally when you watch a Let's Play of a game, it's really not a Let's Play at all. It's more of a best-of montage with all kinds of stuff in there that could be scripted. Now, I know there's some people who don't do scripted stuff, and they still find a way to do it right, okay? The bottom line is, all I want is to be able to pay my bills and continue to do this as a business full-time. And the thing is, maybe that's not viable anymore. Maybe I do need to change, and I need to do a lot of things that I don't want to do in order to make this a viable business. And that
sucks.
Right? That really does suck.
Never end up doing it, and yet you're still failing. Good job, Phil. Change is bad for some people. Gotcha. Can you spell that? Because I hear you can't spell spaghetti. That's a shame. That's a shame. I mean, I guess that quarter of Italian isn't enough. It's all right, Phil. It's no problem. It's no problem. Don't worry. The Polish side of you makes decent sausages too. Italian sausages, I think, are better. But, you know, Polish sausages are pretty good too, from what I hear. So, you know, I guess you always got that going for you, yeah? Oh, boy.
But that's pretty much the reality that's kind of facing me right now, alright? So anyway, here's what's going on. This past month, facing this reality, alright, I've talked to a ridiculous amount of people. I've talked to my biggest fans, and quite honestly, I've talked to some of my strongest critics on YouTube. I've talked to other YouTubers. I've talked to people on my forums, people in the comments of my videos, people on social media like Twitter, alright? And the bottom line is something's got to give, right? And there's been a lot of conversation about things that I can do. Now, there's long-term fixes and short-term fixes. Long-term, people have said, well, you got to edit down your videos and you got to do this and that. I can't do that right now. I'm so busy right now in this gaming season. There's no possible way I can completely change my style.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I say that Phil can't see downrange, he can't see in the long term, this right here proves it. This right here proves it. He's going to go for everything that's easy, everything that's convenient, everything that's right away, and hope they'll give him the results of a long-term change without actually putting in the work. Amazing. Let's continue.
Video on the fly. It's not going to happen. If something like that is going to happen, it's going to happen long term. Say over the course of next year, I try to implement a phase kind of plan where, okay, I'm still doing the raw gameplay, but now I'm going to massively implement time so that I could do this edited style montage of the game for, say, KO Gaming and stuff like that. But we're not there yet, and it's nothing that I could do as an overnight fix. What I've been looking for are overnight fixes, and some people will call them band-aids, yeah. But let's face it, I got to do something in the short term to try to make stuff better, right? I can't just keep doing the same thing.
Oh, you silly pig! Oh, you silly pig. Can't wait to see what happens when Cat leaves you. Look at this. Look at this. You're gonna, and that's interesting too, now that I bring that up. I'll try to make this brief. That the short-term solutions that you're making, Phil, with Cat is similar to what you try to do with Panda, except for you weren't willing to take nearly as much time off. Because money was in decline, but the money was still strong enough that you wanted to try to still chase it. So Panda wasn't worth your time. With Cat, you're in a decline, and either A, you got more money saved up than you're letting on, or B, you're in such a shithole that you need to at least try to keep her, and then hope that next year works out. Because supposedly, Phil has something in the works about middle next year that major changes are going to come about, which nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. Nothing serious. Nothing viable, anyway. Or viable. So, let's continue. As the failure continues to move on.
They say, insanity is doing the same exact thing over and over and expecting a different result. I can't just do the same exact thing every day and expect that things are magically going to get better overnight out of nowhere. Now, let's be honest here.
Well, what? You've been doing it for years already. Just saying. You're not really willing to change anyway. You're willing to have the people around you change, but you're not willing to do it. That's still insanity. You're still using people so you can get over. You've done it all your life. And though people would say that it's gotten you pretty far, look at how far you've fallen because of it. One does what one can. Dspnews?
Since I've revealed what's been going on with my business, there's been a ton of positivity coming out and people pledging to my Patreon and people coming out and saying, we support you, Phil.
And that is great. And that is obviously a way to help short-term help things. And honestly, long-term too, because the bottom line is if those people who pledge to my Patreon keep pledging, it's going to help me in the long term.
All right. But that's also not going to be the end-all be-all savior of everything. And I realize that. And you know what it is that I read all this feedback over the past month and I don't directly make a video like this explaining. And then I think people think that all of that feedback is falling on deaf ears when in reality it's not. It's just that I can't actively respond to every piece of feedback that I get. And I'll be honest, a lot of people cannot help giving feedback without insulting too. It's like,
well, here's a bunch of positive feedback. Oh, by the way, Phil's a lazy fuck.
Well, that's not going to help. You know what I mean? Like, you can give as much positivity and constructive feedback as you want, and as soon as you could put in that insult, you've completely destroyed any kind of a case that you had for trying to help out, and people need to understand that too, alright? Quick fixes for my business seem to be either, number one, leaving YouTube streaming altogether and going back to Twitch, I don't feel that Twitch is about quality gaming streams at all. They don't care about the quality of the stream that's put out. They just care about how much money the stream makes. That's why, if you look, in the 2 years since Amazon bought Twitch, have they improved the actual video quality of the website? Have they massively increased server capacity? Have they done anything really to say, look, here we are the premier streaming service and here's a ton of quality stuff for you? No, they said, here's t-shirts, here's new emotes you have to pay for, subs, basically every possible thing to fundraise rather than improve the quality of their site. And I'm completely the opposite of that. I'm of the belief that you can improve the quality of a site while you also make it profitable. It's not all just about the money, which it seems to be that entire site is about. There's so many examples I can give of people that violated the site rules, did nasty stuff on that service, and were massively forgiven just because they bring in money to the site. And I don't agree with that at all. And I also know, let's be honest, if I go back to Twitch, I will be the redheaded stepchild. I will be the guy that 2 years ago left the site because I was so furious with their practices, right? That coming back, there's no way I'm ever going to get any kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even
special treatment?
think of the word I'm looking for. But any kind of consideration from those people, right? That, you know, they're probably going to be on my ass. They're going to be like, you're not streaming at the right quality immediately and do this and this and that. I'll be having people monitoring me. I know it. I just know it because that's how they kind of operate their business.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's the reason why his dumb ass left in the beginning. He was streaming at a higher bit rate than he was supposed to, but other people were doing it. He's already talked about that. They were getting, you know, preferential treatment. And he got mad because he got lashed over it. Even though the only reason why the conversation basically went south was because his dumbass couldn't just take what the guy said and move with it. You were fucking up. They caught you, because I think Phil was doing it for about a month and a half, until he finally got caught. Just bring the bit rate down. Period. You didn't want to do that. And then you went ahead and took your ball and ran home. And they didn't mean it, and they didn't care. And then you came back, Phil, and now look, you're getting people banned off the site. You're getting all this preferential treatment. Your little Twitch has become a hug box to you. So it's funny how you became the very piece of shit that you already were, but you became the very piece of shit that you accused other Twitch streamers of being. But the thing is they weren't, well, at least not all of them, and not all the revelations have come out yet. There's a couple of people I'm watching close because there's some allegations that are coming out that's starting to become really fucked up. But they weren't actually kicking people off the site, at least not all of them. You have. But keep in mind, Phil, you ran over a bit rate. That's why you ran. And you thought that they were going to give a fuck when you came back? You came back, Phil, with your tail in between your legs, because you're a bitch. Because that's what you do. You depend on other people. You can't do really anything for yourself. You can't really make a decision for yourself. And then when it fails, you have to blame everything and everybody else for it. So you came back with your tail in between your legs, like a good pig, right? They were like, okay, well, no problem. Just go ahead and just put your information in. You got your partnership thing back almost immediately because you were already a partner before. You're sitting here talking this bullshit like you had to go through hoops. You didn't. And then it's like you picked up where you left off. Except for you were a good pig this time and you realized that, okay, I'm not going to step out of line when it comes to that bit rate. But here's the thing that really hurts you, Phil. In the time that you were gone, all those people who were there doing their thing, they got bigger. And they got way more popular. And they stuck with it. Because they're not quitters. They weren't little bitches who went ahead and didn't get their way and ran. So that's the reason why I feel that you're still at the bottom rung, even now. If I started streaming on Twitch, I could probably surpass you in 6 to 8 months, depending on what I'm doing. Yet you've been there for years. There are Call of Duty people, for example. There are Fortnite people, for example. There's another game that I really, really love. It's called is it 7 Days? Is it 7 Days to Die? I think it's 7 Days to Die. There's a guy by the name of Games for Kicks on YouTube who I enjoy watching. I love his content, and I'll be very honest with you. He reminds me of Rick Toffin from Nazi Zombies, from Call of Duty Zombies. That's essentially why I started watching it, because like, oh shit, he sounds like Rick Toffin. But then the more that I watched his content, I was like, yo, this guy's great. But he reminds me of Rick Toffin, so that's one of the reasons why I started watching him. But I'll link his channel down in the description. You guys can check him out. But yeah, like if maybe that, like someone could stream that game, because that game's super popular. It's a PC game in particular, but it's on console. I don't think it's as good though. And you could be surpassed, but you've been here for years. And you're giving these kids excuses on why you could fail if you have to go back. you went back and you still failed. They used you as a guinea pig. They're using you as a guinea pig to protect the upper echelon. That's the only reason why you're useful to them. And you bring in a little bit of money. At the moment they have all the data they need and they realize that you're not going to bring in the money that's necessary, and once they get tired of all the constant reports that are brought to them over your channel, you're gone. You're gone. Imagine that. Look at the look on your face. That's the same look you're going to have when you're off Twitch. Except for you'll be crying then. I really need you guys' help, guys. I need to grow. I don't know what happened. I get on this side of Twitch, man, and they let me go and shit. It wasn't my fault, I swear, but I really need you guys' help, man. I'm going to lose my house. You're going to give us that sob story. And then what? Who's going to come out of the woodworks to save you then? Where do you run to now, Phil? You either come back to the Coliseum, which is YouTube, and you can come in, and please believe I got a whole lot waiting for you when you get here. Or you can go to Mixer, or you can go to Stream.me, where shit is really, like, where shit's really legal. Like, you think that that you're mad at Tevin for restreaming your shit, and you guys are on separate platforms? Go to Stream.me, and then everybody can stream you because it's legal. Go to Mixer, and I'm pretty sure you can get away with that on Mixer too. What are you going to do then? When you're completely exposed. No guinea pig protection plan. No partnership. Nothing. You're just completely exposed. Then what? Dspnews?
They have preferential treatment, to those who are the big guys, the big dogs, and everyone else is kind of just shuffled under the rug. So there's a lot of reasons why I don't want to go back to Twitch, alright? I might eventually do it, especially if it is true that I can stream to their standards, okay? But I can still record the quality that I want for YouTube. Maybe I'll go back. We'll see. The viewership I'm getting on streams doesn't count as much as a view on a video. And I know that sounds weird, but it's true. Think about it. If you tune into a live stream for 3.5 hours, that's 1 view. If you watch 9 to 10 videos, that's 10 views. And I know that sounds stupid, because I agree. Why is it that if someone watches something for 3.5 hours and watches advertisements during it, it doesn't count as much as watching 10 separate videos? I don't know. That's YouTube's mentality. That's not mine. I think that YouTube still, I have to say, in a lot of ways, is still in its infancy. And it hasn't perfected these kind of metrics or analytics or whatever you want to call them. It should count the same, but it doesn't, right? And a lot of people have been saying, you're live streaming every day and you're losing out on thousands of views a day because you're live streaming stuff that you don't really need to live stream. You're doing an ongoing, elongated playthrough of a game that has a lot of content. Why are you live streaming it every day? Why are you setting it up there and having to basically lose out on gaming time because I have all the setup and the pre-stream and everything that I do every single day, right? And I have to adhere to this schedule where I have to staunchly be here at certain dates and times and stuff. And people are basically just saying, stop all of that. You're doing it too much and you've oversaturated everything. And what you need to do is go back to the way you used to do it, where you just play games on your own, have fun with them, upload the videos, and yeah, for special occasions then, like the launch of a game or whatever, you should live stream. And I understand that, and I agree with that, and I also know that there's going to be a group of people, the people who are kind of my core audience, who are there every single day, no matter what I live stream, who are going to be disappointed in that, because they feel now betrayed.
And the funny thing is his core audience was the one who was telling him this. But he went ahead and spun it the way he wanted to spin it, and be like, no. You guys really like this. You guys are just you guys misspoke. You guys aren't thinking right. You know what I'm saying? You guys were just a little bit crazy right now. Okay, this is what you guys really want. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna keep doing. He was literally forcing them to show up. Basically, he was given really good advice, and he should have rolled with it. But he didn't want to, because that didn't fit into his narrative. Because he saw all those other people, like I said. He saw all those other streamers, and he saw the money they were making. He was like, I can get that if I can force them to come and watch me on stream every day. And that's what he did. Only to have one guy fall on his axe, have a bunch of other guys just go ahead and migrate, and now you got just some real fucking strange individuals over there doing God knows what to each other. And Phil just sits there and rails off on Tevin because he has nothing else. Can't control his chat. Can't control his life, but he can shit on Tevin. He can shit on the black guy, cause why not? Right, Phil? Just saying, it's racism, right, Phil? Just, you know, that's what Tevin's doing to you. It's all racism. That's what Glow Gang is doing to you. It's racism. Right, Phil? Just saying, right? It's not trolling anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's racism. Got it. Gotcha. I roger that.
What the hell? I've been here for every live stream Phil's ever done, and now he's going to just cut back on live streams. How is that fair to us? And listen, I understand that. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. No matter what I do to change my business, hurts someone, right? Someone gets hurt. It's someone who's going to be kind of not screwed, but disappointed with whatever changes, and I get that, and that sucks. I know that for a fact. The difference here is that I'm trying to be 100% transparent with you, and I think this is where all the drama happens with me and YouTube, is that I am transparent. I come out and I try to tell you everything going on behind the scenes, and I try to explain to you what's going on and why I'm making critical business decisions. Any other YouTuber probably would just say, well, I'm coming back on live streaming, sorry everyone, and that's it. And there's no further discussion, and there's no explanation, they don't make multiple vlogs about it, and there's nothing about it, right? And you either accept it or you don't. But for me,
I really care about the viewers.
And I want you to understand why I'm doing something, right? If the live streams every day were super popular, and there were a ton of people coming out for them, and they were profitable for me, then I would do it every day. But the bottom line is, it's not. You know what I mean? I'm not getting any kind of a significant viewership on these ongoing live streams that's making it viable for me to keep doing it, especially if people are really feeling that it's hurting my overall viewership on my playthroughs because I'm streaming every day. It's just reality, okay? Now, what's happened is these past couple of days, I've been streaming, in particular, Pokemon Moon, okay? And I personally feel, and the people who've been here for the live streams at least, have relayed to me that Pokemon Moon has been one of my best playthroughs in a long...
You see how this guy... God damn, you're fucking silly-ass looking motherfucker. It's funny how you can't stand on your own 2 feet. It always has to be me and then co-signing whoever else you can reach for. You just can't stand on your own 2 feet with it. And so, that Pokemon Moon situation, which you're about to explain, and whatnot, it was boring. No one wanted to watch. You know what I'm saying? But that's not necessarily true. You had 300 people there who, God bless them for wanting to sit there and go through all that bullshit. But it wasn't 400, it wasn't 500, and you got butthurt, and then you just shitted on everybody. Then you try to backtrack a little bit and say, well, thanks to everybody who came here and shit, but then you started to shit on everybody yet again. That's what happened, dumbass. Which ended up leading you to the situation you're in now. Some hot lore. Let's go ahead and get back to it.
Long time. I'm completely engaged in the game. I'm doing little jokes and things, better commentary than I've done in a long time, and that has been a major criticism of my game playthroughs as of late, is that it seems like when I'm playing these longer form games, such as Dishonored 2, I'll bring in another good example, that game was great and I loved it, but there wasn't a ton of stuff to do crazy commentary on, you know what I mean? Unless I wanted to talk about completely off-topic stuff, which I don't like to do when I play games, there wasn't a lot of stuff to talk about during that game. It wasn't like, wow, here's a crazy observational thing that I could talk about. It's not like it's Heavy Rain or Until Dawn where there's hilarious stuff or silly stuff happening and you can make funny commentary and stuff about it. It wasn't like that at all. It was a lot of kind of the same kind of gameplay. It was fun gameplay, but it wasn't something that lent itself well to entertaining or engaging commentary. I feel that Pokemon Moon, at least up to this point, has been the opposite. Seeing new Pokemon, naming the new Pokemon, doing voice acting for all the main casts so far. There's been a lot of opportunity for great stuff in that playthrough, alright? But that being said, the viewership hasn't been great. The first day, as expected, the premiere was great. And since then, it's dipped, and yesterday, alright, on stream, at the beginning of the stream and end of the stream, I had this discussion with my viewer base because I wanted them to be prepared for the fact that I probably wasn't going to be live streaming much at all this week coming up. This particular week coming up is a holiday week. I'm going to be trimming my Christmas tree.
Now, here's the thing. I want to kind of throw this out there because that's what I'm starting to pick up from this. This wasn't for his fan base. This is for people who stumble upon this video who heard about what he did on Twitter. That's not... So, this is what he's trying to do, I should say. I'm sorry. Is he's trying to explain himself and validate himself to people who aren't in his fan base, to try to make it seem like I'm not that bad of a guy. It was just I was taken out of context. This wasn't to his fan base. This wasn't an apology to them. This is to the people who are going to come over here and shit on him. And this is who he's actually targeting this video to. All right. DSP News.
Thanksgiving, Black Friday, where Leanna is working and I have to drive her to and from work. So there's a lot of times where I can't have a consistent schedule this week anyway, so I can't live stream a lot. And I basically made a promise to my viewer base on stream the past couple of days that if viewership was pretty decent for Pokemon Moon, that I would bust my ass, basically, to still try to live stream as long as I could this week until basically it wasn't viable anymore, which is probably about middle of this week. I can't live stream anyway, alright? And the bottom line is, the day 1, the viewership was great. Day 2 yesterday, the viewership wasn't great. We started out with a certain amount, and it just went all the way down, trailing down during the course of the stream. Now, for me, I can't figure it out. Alright, I can't. Logically, I can't figure it out why that would happen, because I'm enjoying the game. The people who are in stream chat are telling me that they're loving this stream. It's one of the best streams I've done. The viewer, you know, for a viewer who's engaged and liking that I'm engaged in the game, they're telling me that the content is great. So why is the viewership going boo during the course of the stream? I don't know, and I have to call bullshit, because most people have come out and said, well, Phil, it's because your commentary isn't good. It's because your commentary has been boring as of late. It's been blasé. It seems like you're not engaged. You're not enjoying the games you're playing. You're just doing this for a job, and that's why people aren't excited in your stuff. I have to call bullshit. Pokemon has been anything but that. Alright? And it would be one thing if I was just going through the motions. I'm not with this game. I'm really actively working to make this an entertaining playthrough, and I'm entertained by the game, so I know that that's coming through in the videos. So when I see viewership going, boo, that tells me that that downward trend has nothing to do with actually what's coming through in the videos at all. Alright?
But no one's talking about the videos. People are talking about the live stream itself. And that's the problem, because you don't have the viewership. Because that's the reason why you started railing off on people. Fuck your videos, Phil. Because people are probably just listening to it in the background anyway. It's the live stream that's the problem. And you're not entertaining. And it's not engaging. And it's not capturing people's attention. Good that the videos are, if the videos are doing alright with you, fine. But the video isn't the problem, Phil. It's the live stream. Don't try to go ahead and just blanket it all together and think you can get away with it. This isn't necessarily crab in the bucket. You're the only crab in the bucket, and there's people that are trying to get you out, but you keep snapping at them. That's how this works, dumbass. Just saying.
And you have to look at it and say, well, what is it, right? What is the root cause of why a stream would have plummeting viewership when the stream is engaging and entertaining and fun?
I don't get it.
Right? And, you know, I guess I should ask that kind of question publicly more often. Of course, I'm going to get a ton of bullshit answers from people who are only here to be dicks to me. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, the bottom line is, if you watch the Pokemon playthrough, right? And you...
I.e., those people who aren't going to tell me what I want to hear. Basically. Those people aren't going to coddle his nuts and shit and be like, don't worry, Phil, you're a good guy. You know what I'm saying? It's great. Just keep doing it. Anybody who actually has a real criticism, which is, I'd say easily like half of those comments, probably more than half, I'd say like 65%, he doesn't want to hear it because it blatantly attacks him and what he's doing. And it's like, hey, Phil, you should probably do it this way. You're doing it this way. It's not working. You should go to this. Oh, well, I can't, dude. No. And then he has to explain himself, and then it just sounds stupid, and then people are going to pick it apart. So it's all negative.
See, I mean, I'm getting people who I don't even hear from are tweeting me now saying, Phil, you know, I just started watching Pokemon playthrough. It's great. You know, so if that's the feedback I'm massively getting, then obviously something else is going on. What is it? I don't know.
And I don't know how to fix it.
You know, and that leads to frustration. So what ended up happening yesterday, okay, is at the end of my stream, I looked at viewership and I said, well, sorry everyone, but you know, it looks like viewership plummeted today, and I don't know why, but as we've already had this conversation, all right, I'm not going to continue to live stream this game because it looks like people aren't coming out for it anymore. Now, admittedly, then, with my frustration in my head, I said something completely wrong, something I shouldn't have said, something that, of course...
Every motherfucker on the internet who steals my videos, who illegally records my streams, and who takes every fucking comment I ever say out of context to find that one moment when I say something wrong.
Here's what I said. I'll publicly admit it because it's out there, duh. And I didn't mean it. And I said, well, it must just be that people are lazy. People want to see my streams, and people are asking me for streams, and they're begging me, and they're upset that I'm not going to live stream. But then when I do a great quality live stream, they don't show up, so they're just lazy. Obviously, that's not actually what I feel. There's got to be something going on, right, to make people not feel engaged and not stick around for the length of a stream. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, because they're lazy. Remember? Because that's what you said. that's the narrative. So why are we trying to change up? And these motherfuckers who sit there and clip everything, who basically capture everything you say and then spread it around and whatnot, you did say it. So what? It was going to be better if no one said anything about it and they just let you get away with it? Would you have called your fan base lazy more often? Would you have gone ahead and humiliated them publicly for your own enjoyment just because the viewership ain't there? What would have happened if no one called you out on that, Phil? Oh, you would have kept doing the same goddamn behavior. which got you shitted on Twitter. Hence the reason why you're here in front of everybody right now, unshaven. Looks like you're about to cry if you weren't crying already. Certainly butthurt, very scared, and have to plead your case. Imagine that.
They used to. And again, I'll say this again. I'm not doing anything like differently than what I used to. When I'm engaged in a game and I'm doing great commentary and I'm actively engaged in it, and you know, Pokemon in particular, reacting to the new Pokemon, the new abilities, naming the Pokemon, doing voice acting, I don't know how more engaged I could fucking be in a game, honestly. And I'm loving the game. That's the other thing I've been telling everyone. I'm loving this game. I like Pokemon Moon a lot. It's fun because it's a new Pokemon game where I'm getting exposed to it for the first time along with everyone else, and I'm seeing the new Pokemon and the new evolutions and everything.
I'm really liking this game and this playthrough. Like, I'm digging it. I want to keep doing it. I'm excited today.
To jump on stream and continue with Pokemon Moon. And I'll be real honest with you, I can't say that for every game that I play. There's some games that after 1 or 2 sessions, okay, I get what the game is. Oh, great, there's another 10 hours of gameplay. Well, I gotta go through it now. This is not the case with Pokemon Moon. I'm very excited to jump back into it on a daily basis, alright? But because I said this one thing that obviously I apologize for and it's wrong. I mean, anyone said Phil just called his viewers lazy. They're not coming out to the streams because they're lazy. No, I don't think that's what it is. There's something going on. I don't know what it is, but there's something obviously going on that's not engaging viewers on my
Exactly. And when you have someone, don't be wrong, when people get angry, they say and do stupid shit. Some people. But there's a particular group of people who are just angry individuals in general. Phil falls into that. Who, when they spew shit out, it's what they really mean. It's kind of like when Phil is drinking and then he gets on Twitter and he starts spewing that shit. That's how he really feels. Because alcohol also can make you, also kind of numbs people to where they can go ahead and start spewing off the truth. Because, you know what I'm saying, you're inebriated, you're not thinking, it is what it is. But it is the truth, though. So you can't hide behind being angry, Phil. You can't hide behind being drunk. This is it. This is what the situation is. And people would respect what you said. Well, no. Let's take that back. Some people would at least respect you if you stuck to it. You know what? I felt like these people are lazy. I said this. I'm sorry. And just leave it at that. But no, you want to backtrack. You want to try to sugarcoat that shit. You want to do this, that, and the third. But see, you're a fucking idiot, so you can't. You don't know how to backtrack properly. If you're going to be a coward and backtrack, right? Like, for example, let me give you an example. Let's say that I'm beefing with another detractor. I'm not beefing with any detractors, but let's say if I was. And I say, you know what? Fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say I just said it in passing and shit. And then a bunch of people get mad and be like, oh, dude, man, why'd you say that, man? And what? I'm like, well, I didn't really mean that, man. I was upset. You know what I'm saying? Or there's something going on with me or so, or whatever the case may be. You leave it just like that, and then and that's it. End of story. Don't sit there and say, oh, man, I was in a bad headspace and shit, man. And, you know, and his content really isn't that great and that shit irks me, but, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really mean what I said. You see what I'm saying? That's what terrible backtracking is. It's someone who still wants to hold on to their point, but doesn't want to get shitted on want to be shitted on too heavy for it. It doesn't work. You either be a man and you stick to what you say, or you fuck off. It's very easy. It's very simple. Or, maybe more importantly, stop talking. Just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You had a girlfriend at the time, and she wasn't getting dicked down properly. Go ahead and take care of that, if you can. Do that. Find some... Oh, I don't know, Phil. How about you get the fuck up out your house and go walking? Get yourself some exercise so you can get your frustration out. Which, in turn, it wouldn't translate and be essentially transmuted through your fucking content. You're a dumbass who sits at home all day consuming sugar and doesn't do shit else. You eat fucking very rich food for the most part and whatnot, and you don't work it off. So you're just, all you are is built up with a bunch of sugar, a bunch of salt, and a whole shitload of frustration because you're just an angry, pathetic piece of shit. And if you don't have a medium to get that shit out, then you're fucked. Even people who play video games to relax, you're playing it to relax. What gets your frustration out? Usually going out and doing something physical. Or getting physical with whatever your preference is. How hard is it for you to just walk up out your house and go up the street and walk back? That's sometimes all a person needs. A little bit of fresh air will do wonders. You don't have any hobbies because you don't have any talent. We all know that. So why not just go ahead and take a walk? You couldn't do that, so you went ahead and shit on your fan base. You got some backlash over it, and then you got butthurt that you got backlash over it. And yet again, as people have said, you need someone to help you with your PR, because you're not very good at it. Your mouth hurts you more than anything. And it's the thing that I've been saying since I've started these videos. You are your greatest detractor. No one can ever top that. Not Fred Fucks, not fucking Almighty Tevin, not Snort Burnell, not David Davison or Voltboy, not Mighty D or James Lesser. Nobody. It'll always be you. You will always be the architect of your own demise. Because no one would ever be able to do it any better. And the sad thing is, you know it too. Dspnews.
Live stream, I don't know what it is. Because I said that's
So the whole internet now has to turn me a new asshole.
because Phil said something at the end of his stream on fucking Saturday, so that's it. So now you got these kids who literally, and I'm not kidding, this is not exaggeration, there's kids who literally every day record my entire fucking stream illegally, which is completely illegal. You can't record anyone's live streams or videos on YouTube. They do it, and they take that one moment. They don't have any of the discussion about how my business is down, how I really need help, and I'm trying to get suggestions for improvement, and one of the major suggestions for improvement has been to cut down on live streaming, and we have...
So beg for money, tell me how good I am so I don't have to change, and give me emotional self-masturbation. Money, tell me I'm great, masturbation. That's all things he does by himself anyway, so whatever.
This whole experiment this week with Pokemon, that if attendance stayed up, that I would keep streaming, and that it didn't stay up, and all of a sudden it was down, and I was very disappointed that none of that in context. The one thing that's put up, Phil saying, man, these people are really lazy because they're not coming out to watch my streams.
Of course that makes me look like a fucking piece of shit. Of course it does. And people will say, well, how's it out of context if you said it? Because you didn't give the whole fucking perspective of everything that's been going on for the past fucking month. Of course it's out of context. Of course it makes me look bad. Duh. But the problem is people don't fucking do the research. They don't take the 5 steps.
Fuck you. I mean that. Fuck you. No one has to do research. No one has to sit there and go through your bullshit 30 minutes of narrative to get down to what the meat and potatoes are. This is what happened, Phil. Let me go ahead and help you out. 2 years later, let me help you out. You were failing. You were failing miserably, and you knew it. You had a live stream for a game that not too many people are interested in watching on stream. You didn't get the 400 minimum, which is what he's always been shooting for, at least back then. You didn't get your little 400 minimum. You got butthurt, and you shitted on those people. The very people who do know the narrative, who do understand what the deal is, if that even means anything. But see, in reality, Phil, that doesn't mean a goddamn thing. None of your narrative, whatever your little backstage problems are, don't mean not a goddamn thing. What does mean something is, what the fuck? We only had 300 views? What the fuck happened? This is a great game. You know what? I'm fucking tired of this. You guys are fucking lazy, okay? And I'm tired of it. I'm having a great time with this game. I'm doing this. I'm superior. I'm the best. And you guys don't recognize how good I am. Fuck you guys for being lazy pieces of shit. That's what happened. There's nothing to spin. That's what happened. That's what you said. And that's what they presented. Now, to be honest with you, no one needs to go back and get clarification. Because what you said was what you said. You're in a room by yourself, dumbass. You said what you felt. Be a man and own that shit. I don't know about you, Phil, but all the Italians that I know aren't cowards. So, it is what it is. Own that shit and move the fuck on with it. Oh, that's right. You're only a quarter of Italian. Huh. I don't know. I've only met a few people that are Polish, and they all seem cool as shit to me. Super nice people, actually, to be honest with you. Not as nice as Canadians, but they're super fucking nice. Canadians are super nice. Super nice. Super apologetic. They don't have to be, though, but they're super apologetic. But you should have owned that shit. Not sit there and blame the situation. A situation that you caused. Your business is failing because you're tanking it. Your popularity is weighing because you're the one who's weighing it. Your girlfriend eventually got dicked down by a better man because you pushed her to it. The second one's is probably already going through the same. Good luck with the third one, if the third one actually exists. I'm telling you, Phil, you're the architect of your own demise. No one can do it better. Do you remember a time where Phil successfully ran a business without having to beg for money and having to blame people for his downfall? Pepperidge Farm and GTG doesn't. Dspnews.
To figure out what the situation was. Instead, they just watch the one thing and say, well, Phil's a piece of shit. Wow, Phil is a major piece of shit. To say something like that makes Phil a piece of shit.
And you know what? If I knew nothing about myself, and I knew nothing about my 8 years on YouTube, and I knew nothing about the frustration and what I'm going through right now with my business, and I knew nothing about any perspective whatsoever, and all I saw was a video that says DsPgaming says his viewers are lazy, and I clicked on it, and the one thing you hear is, wow, my viewers are lazy because they didn't come to my live stream, I would hate me too. But that's not reality, and that's not life, right? That's not the truthfulness of the situation.
And quite honestly, that's why people hate me on YouTube. That is definitively number one, the reason that people hate me on YouTube. It's not that I said that. It's that some fucking idiot spins it to say that's the only thing Phil ever said. Here's the negative thing Phil said.
It would be like if President...
Stop. That's the reason why fucking people hate you, Phil. Because it's always somebody else's fault. Instead of it being at the core of it, where the nucleus, if you will, that, hey, if I didn't say this, this wouldn't have happened. Oh, it's the people who capture that and put it out there. It's their fault. It was their fault that it's their fault that this situation went off. Not the fact that I said it. It's not the fact that I felt that way, which caused me to say it. It's because these people captured it and put it out there. That's why people hate you. Because you make fucking excuses for fucking everything. And you can't take accountability or responsibility for anything. That's why people fucking hate you, Phil.
Obama of the United States at one time was really frustrated about one thing, and he made an underhanded or a comment that really wasn't characteristic of 95% of the stuff that maybe Obama would ever say. And he said this one thing, but that's the only thing that was on the fucking internet today was Obama said this one thing. Everyone would think that he's an asshole, right? But the bottom line is that he has all this other positive spin coverage too. And that's the thing is, I don't get the positive spin. All I get is the negative. For years, let's watch an entire 15-hour playthrough of what Phil did and take the 1.5 hours out of it where he really sucked and or was really frustrated and or said stuff that could be, you know, insinuated as being insulting, take it completely out of context of the whole playthrough and say this was his playthrough of this game, when in reality, that's not what it was. It was a 15-hour-long playthrough where for a good 10-plus hours, the content was good, there was fun stuff, I was succeeding at the game, I wasn't blaming the game developers, I wasn't going crazy, swearing and insulting people, but that's the thing. Take the one negative out of context.
But see, you're known for that. The very things that you didn't do in this gameplay, in this playthrough, you're known for doing that in other ones. Just like how that fan has said, you know what, Phil, you just lost a viewer. And you were like, why, dude? I didn't do anything today. It's not about what you did today. It's about what you did yesterday. It's about what you did last month. It's about what you did last year. See how that works, idiot? Dspnews.
Make the video about it, well, hands off, and I got my views for today, making Phil look like a piece of shit. And that's what it is. That's the reality of my daily existence here on fucking YouTube, alright? Now, here's the thing. I want to say something. I want to say thank you to those who, from an outside perspective, see this, alright? And they kind of, like, wake me up to reality. Because the bottom line is, you know, yesterday the stream went offline, and I didn't think anything of it. And I uploaded my videos like usual, and I played Watch Dogs and all this, and I really didn't hear anything. All day, I didn't hear anything. And all of a sudden, overnight, apparently, I got a bunch of tweets. In regards, it's Rich from Review Tech USA, who watched the video from the kid who steals my stuff on a daily basis, that piece of shit, watches this fucking out-of-context video, and he tweets me and he says, Phil, you know, this video is the reason why people are turned off to your streams and turned off to you as a person on YouTube and your content. This is why people hate you on YouTube, because of comments like this. And I look at it, and immediately I'm like, but this is a completely out-of-context comment, right? It's the one moment of weakness where I said something bad that I openly admit now. I apologize for it. It was wrong. I shouldn't have said that, and it's certainly not the case.
Yeah, you openly admit it now, but when it was presented to you, oh, no, dude, it was taken out of context. That ain't my fault. That's not my problem, dude, that they took it that way. Fuck them. Instead of being a man and just being like, you know what, you're right. See, in hindsight, now that you got all this blowback, all of a sudden, I'm wrong and I admit it. But when it was initially brought up to you, it ain't my fault. It's not my problem. They feel that way. Fuck them. All right, Phil.
Viewers lazy. That's bullshit. And that was just the frustration of it was coming out of me and me saying it wrong. I don't think my viewers are lazy. I just think there's something fucking going on. I gotta figure out what it is, right? What is that core thing that doesn't keep someone engaged for a live stream? I don't know what it is right now. I don't get it, you know?
It's you, Monkey Spank. The fuck? The fuck? It's you. You're the core of your content. You gotta be a brain dead idiot to believe this. How the fuck do you not know what the core problem is? Oh, that's right, because it's never you. So it has to be the fan base. It has to be those lazy idiots. It has to be one or the other, right, Phil? It's not like those people don't get up every morning and after leaving school or work or whatever the case may be, come to you for the entertainment because you're the center of your entertainment. Oh, it can't be that. Right? It can't be you. You're not the problem, so it's them. So now what, Phil? Now we have this invisible problem we don't know about now? Because you can't blame them no more because you got smacked up for it. And it's never your fault, so now it has to be something else. It has to be this invisible thing here that you can't figure out. It's way above your logic and understanding. Valedictorian must not mean shit from whatever school you came from because, I mean, look, nothing came out of that. Nothing could be expanded on. Speaking of which, I think your name was Dr. Spoon on Twitter, who had brought up a very interesting point in the fact, Phil, that it's funny how you were valedictorian, yeah, but then you complain about not being able to get into those Ivy League schools because, you know, you're white and because you don't have money. I've never heard any of those excuses before, but the world's an interesting place. In any case, you couldn't get into these schools, yeah, because, you know, like I said, you're white and, you know, you don't have money. And yet you were a valedictorian, so was your SAT scores, like, not up to par? Did you not know how to apply for a grant or for some type of student aid and whatnot? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's free money out there for anybody. And you didn't even think about going for any of it. Another thing that I found even more interesting that this individual brought up is that you wanting to go to the military. Was that your way of trying to get the money for school? Going on the GI Bill? Was that an option for you too, Phil? I'm very, very curious because this individual brings up an amazing point, and I think it's something that needs to be addressed, or at least something that can be speculated on. So, you know, what are your thoughts on that, Phil? You know, you have anything at all? I'd love to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe someone on a pre-stream will talk about it. I think it'll be worthwhile. You know, because you know, your penchant for needing money, even back then, it sounds to me that you would try to have taken any easy way possible to get there, which, you know, that's in your nature. It is what it is. A pig's got to eat. But what exactly was it that kept you from going to those Ivy League schools if your grades weren't good enough? Just a frame of thought. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and look this guy's name up real fast. I'm pretty sure, though, you go by Dr. Spoon. But if I ended up messing up your name, I apologize. But I'm pretty sure you go by Dr. Spoon, though. Well, I'll look that up and we'll talk about it. We'll continue to talk about it. DSP News.
And so, you know, he said that, you know, this is the kind of thing that happens that makes you look bad. And, you know, I appreciate that feedback, but what I wish Rich wouldn't do would be saying that publicly on Twitter, because then what happens is, oh, wow, Phil said that? Phil's a piece of shit. They don't see in context. Again, Rich sees it, and Rich kind of knows my history, and Rich kind of knows there's a bunch of kids who fucking make it their life's work to just make my life miserable. He gets that, because he gets a lot of that, too, on YouTube. He gets a lot of that kind of hate. In fact, a lot of the same people who hate on me hate on him on a daily fucking basis, so it's kind of weird that we have nothing to do with each other. We barely ever talk. We have, like, no relation. Even our content is vastly different, yet we still get the same kind of hate. So obviously there you're kind of seeing a pattern, right? And it doesn't really have to do with the content or whatever someone's...
Nah, you both are known for doing slime ball shit. That's really what it comes down to. You both are known for doing bullshit. And for Rich, the reason... You want to know why Rich didn't reach out to you behind the scenes, Phil? Because publicly it looked good to shit on you. Publicly... Well, let's back that up. Let's give Rich a little bit of credit. It looks better in the public to correct you than to reach behind the scenes. Because behind the scenes, you're just going to take what he says, and then you're going to flip it like, oh, you came up with it. Rich is a lot of things, but he's not a complete idiot. So he was going to eventually figure that out. That's why it made more sense for him to hit you in a public setting. Because you needed to hear it, to be honest. So even if it wasn't for personal gain, but for Rich, I'm sure it was personal gain, that was the way to go about it. That's why that happened, Phil.
Just seems that there's certain people that gravitate towards other people on YouTube and attack the fuck out of them. I'm just saying. But anyway, Rich sees this, and he tweets it, and he's well-intentioned, and I appreciate that he tweeted it, because I look at it, I'm like, wow, Rich is right. Looking at just that...
Look at all this passive-aggressive butthurtness that we got here. Butthurtness. It'll work for now. But you can tell he's mad. You can tell he's super mad. He's super mad. He big mad. At the fact that he ain't got called out by Rich. He's super mad.
Moment of what I said, completely out of context, makes me look like a piece of shit, and he's absolutely fucking right. And I shouldn't say stuff like that publicly, and that's a shortcoming of mine.
I'm so real because I talk about this stuff with you, and I share this personal experience with you on YouTube all the time.
Okay, yeah, and it was Dr. Spoon on Twitter. You go by Caramel Soup. That's actually a dope ass name. But yeah, shouts out to you, Dr. Soup. Thanks for the conversation, man. I appreciate it, and thanks for the insight.
Stuff like that, that's a mistake, comes out, and that's what becomes the focus of the negative assholes on YouTube, right? But at the same time, I don't think Rich realizes that when he makes tweets like that, especially when it's 5 in the fucking morning for me and I'm asleep and I can't respond to it, that all it does is cause problems for me, because when he tweeted that, immediately all his viewership went and watched the fucking video. So all that happened is that hundreds, if not thousands, of people who follow his Twitter went and watched the video and said, wow, DSP's a piece of shit, instead of understanding the whole situation, the whole context of everything. So I really wish, and I actually just said this on Twitter, I really wish that if other YouTubers want to have some kind of a discourse with me about what's going on or whatever, PM me or email me, darksydephil@hotmail.com. It's easy to reach me. And Twitter is not always the best avenue to do that, especially when you know that there's going to be a public eye on stuff like that. And the bottom line is, yeah, maybe a couple hundred to a couple thousand.
So basically, I'm a slimy coward and I don't want to get called out in public. So please reach out to me behind the scenes, where I'm just going to ignore your message either which way. But do it that way. Because I don't want to be called out. And I don't want to be called out for something that I did publicly. I don't want to get called out for that in a public setting. Gotcha, Phil. You're such a slimeball coward. You really are. You really are. Here's the thing, and I'm not going to say that. Not to say that Rich would have put in the extra effort to do it. I doubt he did. But let's give Rich the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let's say that he was able to wipe some of the grease off his fingers for just a second, and was able to email you. You didn't read it. You didn't get it. So what would have been the good of doing that? He could have possibly have DM'd you. You didn't read it. You didn't acknowledge it. I don't know, Phil. It looks like he didn't have really many avenues to get at you, or to try to reach out to you, I should say. So he had to get at you in a public manner. He didn't really have too much of a choice. Or would you have rather him just keep his mouth shut? One can only wonder.
Some people may have seen that video of that idiot who records everything that I do, the out of context, video. Okay, but now because Rich tweeted it, now a lot more people are going to see it, and that's actually negative to me. It actually hurts me, even though it makes me understand, oh wow, I see what's going on. It ends up hurting me even further. I don't think he gets that. Okay, so now to end this video, allow me to explain many things, because I want to clarify for everyone definitively the truth of the matter. Because the bottom line is, what you hear from everyone else on the fucking internet, and what you hear from this video over here, and this tweet over here, and these shitheads over here, is not the truth. What you hear from me is the bottom line when it comes to myself and my stuff, alright? Number one, I am not quitting Pokemon Moon. There's this big mass just misunderstanding. I must have gotten like 20 to 30 messages in the past day. Are you quitting Pokemon Moon? I'm like, no. Where did anyone get that idea from? Never once ever in this entire discussion did I say that I was going to stop playing this game that I love. And then I give it, well, Phil, since you're quitting Pokemon Moon, you're a piece of shit. You're only doing this for money, obviously. I'm like, what? I'm not quitting Pokemon Moon! I love the game. I haven't even looked at viewership on YouTube to see if the videos are getting any views. I don't care. Pokemon Moon is the kind of game that I know I can play at length. It doesn't have to be a rushed game. It could be a game that I play at length and I balance with other games. So even with other company games like Final Fantasy 15 and other stuff, I can play Pokemon Moon potentially on and off till the end of the year as a fun playthrough, right? And I don't feel any pressure. Right? I don't. I feel like the least pressure, of all the games I'm playing, I feel like that's like the least pressure kind of game where I could just play it at my own pace and have fun with it. It just so happens right now, it released on Friday, I'm having a ton of fun with it, so I'm playing it heavily now, but I'm not pressured to have to rush and finish the game or anything like that.
And I don't understand where this mentality is coming from, that people think I'm quitting the game.
I never said that. I may stop live streaming it, but I'm not quitting it. When I'm really enjoying a game, I'm not going to just quit it out of nowhere. You know what I mean? I'll find a way. If I'm really enjoying a game, I'll balance it. And I'll make a comparison here. Compared to a game that I'm doing and I'm really not enjoying it, I'm not going to continue it. And there's a lot of people who, yeah, well, Phil didn't finish this playthrough and Phil quit this playthrough. He rage quit this playthrough. If I'm not enjoying it, why the fuck would I keep playing it? You know? That's my mentality. The whole reason I'm doing videos for YouTube is to play games, to show you what the games look like from a common gamer's perspective, to express my opinion on that game live, and if it's a game that's great, I'll keep playing it, and if it's a game that's okay, I'll probably still keep playing it. If it's a game that I feel is absolutely god-fucking awful, like Homefront this year, are you fucking kidding me? Why the fuck would I have continued to play that piece of shit? No Man's Sky? I gave that game more than enough of my fucking time, and it's a fucking stinking piece of crap. You know what I mean? I will stop playing them. So, yeah.
So, basically, Phil, let me go ahead and reference this really fast. Let's see here. Okay, so Phil, going back to a previous video that I've done, you said that you don't stop playing games because of views or money. But you're saying right here that if you don't enjoy the game, that you're going to stop playing it. I.e., if it's not bringing in the views, which in turn means it's not bringing in enough interest, and in turn it's not bringing in any money. Okay, you know, I mean, I'm just a brain dead detractor. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit of time to go ahead and put all this together. You know what I'm saying? I just need to go ahead and a little bit of clarification. You know what I'm saying? I need to clarify.
Pokemon Moon. There's no reason why I would stop. I mean, yeah, it might be balanced. It might be a drawn-out playthrough. I'm not going to quit playing Pokemon Moon. All right, that's number one. Number two, please, I have to implore you. When you see or hear something that I say that seems out of context, that seems weird for me, Phil normally wouldn't just insult the viewers out of blue and say that they're lazy. I mean, Phil live streams 365 days a year. Phil puts out gameplay videos 365 days a year. Out of the 365 days, were there 2 days this year where maybe he said something that didn't seem right? You know what I mean?
But that's the focus that everyone's got to fucking talk about, because they got to get their cheap views, they got to get their cheap attention, because they're scumbags.
Those people have nothing to add positively to the planet. They don't. Because when you focus only on negativity, that means you have nothing positive or constructive to say. And that's the reason why they exist, because they can get attention for themselves by feeding off of the moment of weakness of someone else. So I had this one moment of weakness, right? Please, when you see stuff like that, don't take it as the end-all fucking be-all of who I am, alright? And I know now...
But it is the end-all be-all of who you are. You can tell by how you insulted the people that supposedly put you in the situation, despite the fact that you admitted that you were the one who said it. Or you're the one who did the dumb things that was isolated by these people and then put out there. So, in truth, that is the end-all be-all of you. Dspnews?
I'm really only talking to my core fan base, and it's far too late for a video like this to have any kind of impact on the commonality of the YouTube viewer. The common YouTube viewer thinks I'm a piece of shit, because there's so many videos out there of those moments of weakness that are out of context. You don't understand the situation and where I'm coming from and why I would have been so frustrated or just so overwhelmed at the time that I would say something stupid, right? That stupid thing becomes me. It becomes synonymous with me as the person on YouTube, and people look and say, wow, when I search for DsPgaming, Phil said this nasty about his viewers today. He said this nasty about something 6 months ago. Oh my god, last year in 2015, Phil said this and this and this. Wow, did you know that in 2010, Phil was on Blip TV, and he made a joke about the Jews and Nazis? Oh my god, once ever, Phil made a horrendous joke, learned his lesson, never made that kind of joke ever again, and repeatedly apologized for it and explained that that joke was actually copied off of the Howard Stern show, which is a completely different animal than what people thought it was, but man, we still gotta bring that shit up, right? And that's the thing, people just find these moments of things. I'm not even kidding, that moment in 2010, people still bring up to this.
You didn't try to apologize for that moment in 2010 at first. You sat there and tried to hide behind Howard Stern, and that you were trying to be entertaining, and it was supposed to be just a parody. You didn't apologize until much later on when you thought you could probably get back on, or until public opinion was really, really railing off against you. That's when the apology started to come out. Slimeball type shit, Phil. It's the way of a coward. Which is funny in a lot of ways, Phil, because when I look at your YouTube career, I see someone... I know most people would just say you've been dying out. But in truth, I've seen small aspects of you just continue to die over and over and over again. And it's funny because they say that a man dies once, but a coward dies over and over and over again. You're certainly not too far off the mark. Dspnews?
Day. And it's like, are you kidding me?
6 fucking years ago, you still bring it up? One thing that happened? And it's just out of control.
So this video is obviously not for the common YouTube viewer. I really don't feel that a vlog like this, nothing that I do at this point, would ever make people change their common opinion about me, because there's so much of that take the one moment of weakness, and that's become who I am on YouTube, because I show those moments of weakness. How many other YouTubers have these pre-streams, have these behind-the-scenes videos, have vlogs like this? A lot of YouTubers, it's just the content. Here's the content, this is all you see of me, right? And that's it, and I'm not like that. You know, I've always had this interactive relationship, like I said at the very beginning of this video, this interactive, organic relationship with my viewing audience, and it is a double-edged sword, because in a lot of ways, it's great to have that transparency and to feel like I have this personal connection with the people who have made me popular on YouTube and allowed me to do this as a job, but at the same time, when I have a moment of weakness, it stabs me right in the fucking foot, or the ass, or the balls, or whatever the fuck you want to say, right? And it really does frustrate me, so please, when you hear that shit, you gotta understand, the one moment, when you think of that one moment when I did something fucked up, please compare it to the other ridiculous amount of moments where I didn't fuck up and the amount of enjoyment that you got out of my stuff. Because I think, unfortunately, what happens on YouTube is you get this kind of black and white judgment system, right? It's either the person's amazingly good or a piece of shit. It's one or the other. There's no gray area. Now, in reality, we're all a gray area.
It's not a matter of it not being a gray area. When you make a mistake, you own up to it. You don't do that. That's your problem. You don't do that. You have to make excuses until you're forced to apologize. And even then, you still try to spin it to where you're not in the wrong. And then as years go on, and as time goes past, you keep changing the story to go ahead and skew it more and more into your favor. That's why. Someone doesn't have to watch DSP detractor content every fucking day to not pick up that you're a piece of shit. There are plenty of people who will sit there and watch a detractor video, dip out for like 3 or 4 months and come back and be like, wow, he really hasn't changed. It doesn't take much to figure that out. Your general nature is pretty easy to dissect. And you're never going to change. We all know that. And because of that is the reason why you're treated the way you are. You might not think it's right. You might not think it's fair. But at the end of the day, it always comes back to you.
Human, we all have positives and negatives.
We don't all show them publicly on YouTube, but in reality, we're all like this. We all have moments of greatness and moments of weakness. And for me, because the moments of weakness have been the focus on YouTube for so many people, that's why I'm seeing as such a negative thing on YouTube when so many others don't show that side of anything, you know? And when I come out here and I make a video and I say, man, I feel my videos are the best Let's Plays on YouTube because they're raw and unedited, and I'm not doing a paid advertisement like these other shills, and I'm not doing the cheap thing over here like a reaction video to a movie or a trailer for cheap views because I'm busy working on games. Yes, I do feel pride in my own work. Yes, I do feel that what I'm doing is good, but I'm not saying that other stuff can't also be good, but when I say stuff like that, people take it that way because it kind of sounds like that, even though that's not what I mean. I don't always express myself the right way, and people take that shit and say, oh, you're so elitist, and you're so fucking up in your high castle of, you know, your ego, and you don't understand that you're not the best thing on YouTube. No fucking shit. Like, of course I know I'm not the best thing on YouTube, right? Now, I don't think that the things that are popular on YouTube are necessarily the best things on YouTube either.
That's why you're about to get smacked the fuck up. Congratulations, Phil. And this is what I try to tell. This is to people who are actually listening to this. This is the people who call yourself fans or the audience or whatever you guys want to call yourselves. But this is where I tell you, and I've been telling you, you don't have to proactively go out and do anything against Phil. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to take it to that level. He'll hang himself. The noose is already around his neck. He put it there. He's already picked where he wants to be hung from. Let him do it. And you're going to see it right now. He sat there and gave this whole little spiel on how he basically was the victim and how he was wrong and how he didn't mean it this way. But then he's about to choke himself right now. It's what he's good for. It's the only thing that Phil Burnell is actually dependable on. He's going to say stupid shit. He's going to backtrack like a coward. And he's going to hang himself. So trust me, there's no need to worry about anything as it pertains to trying to hasten his demise. Unless you plan on cutting him down and then rehanging him again. If not, just enjoy the ride.
I actually think that there's a lot of high quality stuff on YouTube that no one sees because of the way YouTube works. And I said that for years, that YouTube's system now is broken to the point where people can just follow a formula, and because they follow a formula, they get popularity on YouTube and make money, which is ridiculous because YouTube is not supposed to be a website where you follow a formula of production values, of having big bucks, and you know, putting a ton of time and effort into a fucking highly produced video to put out on YouTube like it's a highly made television program, and then you put it out and now it gets 1 million views. That's not what YouTube is about. That's never what it's been about, but ever since Google...
Oh, so you basically are saying you shouldn't be rewarded for putting effort into your content. Is that what you're saying? It should be just the typical mundane, Monday Matt, Review Tech USA regurgitated shit, and it should just be praised for it. While those who put time, put effort, and if they choose to, put large amounts of money to try to bring the best product possible within the best of their ability, to help not only themselves, but they'll also push the genre that they're in. They're the idiots, they're the fools, and that's not what YouTube's about. But isn't YouTube supposed to be about expressing itself? So if you want to be a fat, lazy piece of shit, or if you want to be like those other two who sit there and flag other people because they have an opinion of them, even though they have opinions of other people, and they don't want to get smacked for that, but they can go ahead and smack everybody else. Okay, whatever, that's fine. But when people really want to put effort into something that they're passionate about, hobby or a living, and are willing to go the extra miles to make it happen, that they don't have a place for you. They don't have a place on this platform, because that's not what this platform was meant for. That's really what the narrative is. What a fucking moron are you? Think about that for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. This sums up this whole man's career. He doesn't want to put any effort into YouTube because YouTube was never meant to be that. It was supposed to be a place for him to just regurgitate whatever it is that he puts up there and be paid for it, period. All the rest of these guys who are coming in with all their extra money and all their creativity and willing to learn new things so they can make their content better, oh no, they shouldn't be here. No. They're not supposed to be here. That's too much. That's too much. That just makes the rest of us look bad, and that's why we can't get seen. That's what this idiot said. Just to clarify, that's what this idiot said. That's what he thinks. And the other two I mentioned aren't too far off. One of them just keeps changing way too goddamn much to where he doesn't even know who he is. Hi, Rich. And then the other guy and whatnot, he just does whatever's comfortable for him, which seems to be just going around flagging people. Which apparently, even at the time of this recording, he's still running around flagging people. Imagine that. So that's what these three right here, your three gout-ridden kings, all believe is how this platform is supposed to be run. So it's funny when Keemstar jumps on those other two of them, they both want to get into defensive modes and act this, that, and the third, but they're both doing slimeball shit. But this guy right here, this idiot, Phil, this is really what he believes his livelihood is supposed to consist of. The bare minimum, and him getting all the praise and him getting all the money. Interesting. Riveting.
It out, they completely fucked the business and changed it into something it's not, and it's terrible to see what they've done with this business, because it is a shame that you cannot do what I became popular for on YouTube. It can never become popular again. People all the time say to me, Phil, how do I become a Let's Player like you and get popular? And my answer is, you can't. You can't. You can't do that on YouTube anymore. That's not what YouTube is. YouTube changed their entire business multiple times to the point where if you just do something like that, a grassroots effort, it'll never become popular. They have completely destroyed that. And I understand that. I'm not stupid, but I'm lucky enough that I started early enough that I still have a viewer base for what I do, and I need to find a way to maintain that and somehow find a little bit of growth. And that's the problem, is every time I get a little bit of growth, it leaves. Earlier this year, I had a ton of growth. All my channels were doing better, and then all of a sudden this summer, and I have no explanation why, and no one can tell me why. Not one person has stepped up and said, definitively, here's what happened, Phil. You said this, and it turned everyone off. No one said that. And it wasn't like, it's just, how could it be popular one day and unpopular the next? I don't get it. KO Gaming.
Because that's how the internet works. That's why. You can be hot for a second, and then someone else is going to be hotter. You want a perfect example of that, Phil? Go to Instagram. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you have an extremely strong following, we'll say if you're a female, for example, you could easily get passed up by the next chick. It's not hard and whatnot. I'll say, because over here at GTG Network of Productions, we've been doing quite a bit of research for those ladies at GTG and whatnot, and going back to the format that we normally did and whatnot. But you got to improve on it. So for that, you got to get it to a different crop. You gotta expand. And more importantly, you gotta keep your options open. The internet is fleeting, Phil. You were, and like I said, I hate using this word as it pertains to Phil because it's not really true, but you were something for a minute. And then something better came along. It's no different with myself. Someone soon, I would assume, will come along and do this better, much more consistently. And I'll become a relic. Just like everybody else. It's the way of the world. We'll all have our time. Some of us might be bigger than others, but everybody's going to eventually fade away. It's just what happens. You might not necessarily be forgotten, but most people will end up fading away. You just can't compete unless you're willing to change up. But everybody's replaceable. And certainly almost everybody's expendable to some degree. It's the internet. It's what happens. There are very few people who are going to last as long as Mr. Medicare, for example. There's very few people who are going to make it as long as he did. And he's got literally a goddamn army after him now. And he'll still win. But that's different, though. And that's a whole different subject for a whole nother video. Because I actually want to do a Medicare video, to be honest with you. But that's a whole different situation in itself. Medicare is light years ahead of you in multiple ways. But even then, his time will come up. It'll happen to everybody. Medicare's admitted it. He just wants to have a good time while he's here. Because Medicare don't take this seriously, Phil. You need this. You do this as a job. Most of us out here are just doing it as a hobby. But you're doing this for a job. And you still couldn't get it right. So, of course, you've been fading away. And this is 2 years ago. This is 2016. 2018, you didn't grow at all. You didn't progress at all. You proved what detractors always said you were. You proved exactly what detractors said you were. And you hate it. That's why you're trying to go after the biggest detractor now. You go after him because you believe in some way, shape, or form it's not like you're not showing any weakness. You're not bowing down. But in actuality, it just shows how desperate you really are. You're fighting a battle that you can't win and you know it. So now you're doing underhanded tactics, which still aren't going to work. I'm sorry, Phil, you're not much of a tactician or a strategist. You might want to leave that to the professionals. And most of the guys who we would use air quotes professionals don't even want nothing to do with you anymore. Or you've already driven them off. Or you've already thrown them under the bus. It's just you and a bunch of kids. Dspnews
was doing ridiculously well. Ridiculously well. And then all of a sudden, the videos just don't get attention anymore. I'm like, what happened? I didn't change. I'm putting out the same kind of quality content. I'm covering the new games. This is what people said they wanted to see for the rest of the year. Where did the attention go? Why do I have 24,000 subs on KO Gaming and I'm only getting like 5,000 to 7,000 views a video?
I don't know. What happened? How do you get that much job? I don't get it.
If anyone can figure that shit out, that's what I need to fucking know, alright?
So 5,000 to 7,000. You have 40,000 people following you on Twitch, but you're only getting like 5,000 to 7,000. 5,000 to 7,000. Yet now you're not pulling anywhere close to that. Oh boy. Oof. And even if you were talking about your YouTube channel, you're still not. Ooh. Damn, man. 2 years. The last 2 years were not good to you. They really weren't. Damn.
I don't need to hear the one moment of weakness where I insulted I insulted people because I was fucking so frustrated about stuff, and obviously I'm an idiot for saying that, and I apologize for it. That doesn't help. And I think that these idiots who they think that we're just exposing Phil and we're making him see who he really is so that he'll improve.
That doesn't make me improve, you idiot. Putting a one out of context video on the internet doesn't fucking help me improve. Are you that stupid? Yeah, you all must be. Because that only kills me.
All you're gonna do is make me completely be destroyed and never be able to make a video again that anyone would ever want to watch, because every time they search for DSP or DsPgaming, they see, Phil insulted his viewer base, says they're lazy. Phil made a Nazi joke. Phil did this, Phil did that. And they see these, 30, 40 occurrences over an 8-year span that make me look nasty. And of course, this is how you don't play videos, rather than,
the 40,000 fucking great gameplay videos that I've put up on the internet, the hundreds of reviews that I've put up on the internet.
So anyway, to conclude, thanks for listening. Had to get this off my chest. I apologize for being stupid and being human and saying dumb things every once in a while. Understand that's not the end-all be-all of who I am, okay? I would hope that at least there's enough intelligent people when you see something like that, you say, now wait a minute. You know, Phil's been around for 8 years. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't just fucking say stuff like that all the time, and, you know, I want to get to the bottom of this. You know, and someone like Rich from Review Tech USA, right? He sees it and he's like, now wait a minute. Now, Phil wouldn't just say this all the time, and this is bad, and then he tweets about it, and that's good, but it's also bad, you know? You got something to say? Anyone, I mean this. Send me an email, darksydephil@hotmail.com. You can PM me on Twitter, which I think you can send PMs. I don't even know. There's multiple ways you can reach me without...
Actually, now that I think about it, you admitted to blocking Rich for a little while there. So he wouldn't have been able to DM you, is the word you were looking for, Phil. He wouldn't have been able to DM you anyway. So, yeah, you were really cutting off any avenue that Rich could have reached out to you. Sounds to me like you did it to yourself.
Making shit public like that, you know what I mean? Because all it's gonna do is just incense more people, right? Because now, even though Rich is well-intentioned, I am very appreciative because he basically calls me out on me doing something really stupid, okay, but then I look at, well, great, because now there's gonna be 1,000 people who see that and hate me even more. That's just what I needed today when I wake up, right? Getting ready for my live, you know, I wake up in the morning, get ready for my live stream, I look on Twitter, what the fuck? You know?
Now, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is an idiot who really believes that there shouldn't be any consequences for his actions. And that's why he's railing off like this. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's 34, I think, at this time. You're 34 years old, and you believe that you can go off and just spew whatever the fuck you want. You don't get no blowback. No one's trying to take away your free speech from you, idiot. But there are consequences to what you say. And that's what that was. And yet, you still, for some fucking reason, believe that you're exempt from that. You're above all that as it pertains to consequence. You can say whatever you say and then wake up the next morning off your fucking gin-driven fucking stupor and then go ahead and just react the next day like it's no big deal. And that's why you're mad that that video went out there. Because you were hoping to get away with it clean. That's the reason why you don't have the second pre-stream doesn't go up anymore. Because it gives you a chance to rail off and then immediately delete it. Because, right, Phil? Because you're only talking to your core audience. Only they see it. And then you just make that go away. Because they're not going to say anything. Even though it's been known that at least a few people will clip it. People within your own fan base. I'm not going to name no names because it's all alleged. I don't know, Phil. I don't know. I'm not sure how you made it this far in life, to be honest with you. And Lord knows, Phil, that you don't need another war to break out because people like you aren't going to live very long. It's very obvious. People like you are just not meant to. Sorry. I know that seems extremely harsh and whatnot, and I don't wish death upon anybody. But I'm not wishing death upon Phil either. But it's very obvious that if a real catastrophe hit the West Coast, he's fucked. He's royally fucked. And if you really think that your 4th place finish at Evo, if you really think your fucking 8 to 10 year legacy on YouTube, if you think any of that stuff is gonna matter when it comes to these 4 children or you, sorry, Phil, the children have a better chance in the future than you do. You kind of look like a slob who sat there and pissed away his best years doing nothing. Or doing something that could have been done in his spare time and still made the same amount of money. Maybe even more money because you would have had something else going in your life. So it would have given you a bit more perspective. It would have given you a bit more depth as an individual. But instead, you want to sit on that goddamn love seat and do this day in, day out. And didn't add anything to it. You don't read anything. You don't know anything. You're not willing to learn anything. So, sorry, Phil. If it has to come between you or these kids, I think the kids are a better shot. I think they're the better gamble. Because I think whatever it was that you were going to provide to humanity, I think it's gone expired. I think it's gone bad. I think it's time for someone else to get a shot at it. Dspnews.
God damn it. Another day where I just want to fucking play games and have fun. I gotta deal with more of this fucking stupid drama. And, it is what it is. It's life. That's the life of a YouTuber. At least that's been my life. I know a lot of YouTubers don't put up with this kind of shit. They don't have to. I do. That's been my life since I started on YouTube. And I guess it's gonna be till the day that I fucking stop. It is what it is. But anyway, I wanted to make this video. I'm not quitting Pokemon Moon. I don't think that my viewers are lazy. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. Yes, shortly I'm probably not going to be live streaming as much anymore. In fact, today's probably the last stream of Pokemon Moon. And it is what it is. That's reality. okay? And I apologize for being human and for showing that weakness, you know, as often as I do. I try not to do it all the time, but yeah, it comes out, and I fuck up, and I hope that there are at least enough people who understand how life works to know that, wow, if Phil made a mistake, well, he'll come back from that mistake, and he'll provide us now with months and months of entertaining content before hopefully he makes another stupid mistake. That's just life. I don't really have much else to say besides I'm sorry, you know, that I say stupid shit like that. And I'm glad that there are people who call me out on it fairly versus people who just make it seem like that's all I am on YouTube. Okay. That's it, everyone. Thank you for listening. Right now, I probably have to call my parents. Shit. I just realized I have about half an hour to call my parents before my stream starts. And then I'm back to work. So, that's it. Thanks. This cold... I've now had it for almost 2 full weeks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the last video of the broadcast. We are here with, yet again, Snort, Burnell, KO Gaming / DsPgaming, ranting against the pig cult, YouTube, and also an apology. Hopefully it's a little bit better than the last one. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, this is from December 19th of 2016. Sorry about that. Here we go.
And I've gone through all the phases of the cold, and of course now this final phase will not go away. My throat will not get better. It's still congested. It's still swollen.
Oh, I don't know. It's fucking cold. The good news is, I work from home. Imagine if I had to go to an office every day and I was like this, right?
And I'm kind of screwed right now because of my voice. I can't really do any reviews, and it blows.
I love the people, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. All right, send me money. Sure, send me $500 right now.
Via, you know, whatever means, and I'll go right to the doctor, and I'll get antibiotics, and I'll get this cleared up. Because my insurance doesn't cover it. Because my insurance sucks because I'm self-employed, and Obama fucked me.
Obama literally bent me over and fucked me up the asshole. I obviously don't want to go on a healthcare rant, but it's funny because I'm talking, people in the street chat, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. Okay, send me $500. I'll go right to the doctor. You want to tell me what to do? Fine. Give me the means to do it. Don't just demand it. Give me the means. Ugh.
Don't just demand it. Give me the means. So basically, do the work for me. Only for him to get the $500, not stream for a couple of days, and be like, "I'm all better, guys." And in actuality, he never went to the doctor. He just sat on your money. So yeah.
Patreon, and I need your help. So please consider pledging to my Patreon.
I definitely need your support as much as possible, especially heading into this new year. You know, very uncertain. I don't know what's going to happen in 2017. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing this with YouTube the way it is, and YouTubers, you know, subs plummeting, views plummeting, and YouTube claiming nothing's wrong because
they're a bunch of fucking retards, hipster idiots who don't actually do any fucking work. And, you know, when you're born with a silver spoon in your fucking mouth and you go to Ivy League school, so then you get a nice freebie job at Google, and you sit around looking like a fucking slob with your hipster glasses, your fucking hoodie, unshaven fucking face, fat bloated fucking body. You know, when you're a fucking mess and a piece of shit, and you can't really help anyone out with your life.
That's the kind of person that America apparently supports. You know, not hardworking people who bust their ass every day to get to the fucking job, to do what they can do to earn their wage. No, of course not. So anyway, with everything going on with Google...
Have to make their way to their job so they can earn their wage. And I'm sorry, where do you have to go? Oh, you have to leave one room and go across the hall to the next? Okay, there you go. And how do you bust your ass? Playing a video game? How does that work? Explain that to me. How's that pay off? And then being a fat, neckbeard, lazy motherfucker that apparently the U.S. wants to support, or that Google wants to support, aren't you all those things? You're on your ass making money because of Google and YouTube. Interesting. It's a shame he doesn't think before he talks. It's an absolute shame.
Google, everything going on with YouTube, and you know, it sucks. And your support is definitely appreciated.
Excuse me, I know that's gross, but I have to do it or else I'm going to choke.
on Twitter in particular, there's been some negative stuff I've been saying about different things, Final Fantasy and all kinds of stuff going on, and kind of being just a jerk about it. And, you know, a few people called me out about it and said, you know, Phil, why are you being so negative right now? You know, this isn't like you to be super overly negative all the time. Yeah, every once in a while you'll focus on it or whatever in a video, but, you know, right now it just seems like you're not in a good mood. And yeah, it's true. It's kind of been like a Scroogey bah humbug for me this past week. Because I've been so sick, I haven't been able to work the way that I want to. I haven't been able to play the games and stuff that I want to do, and I just don't feel good. And I just want to let everyone know, first of all, it obviously has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with you, the viewers, okay? It's just a shitty situation right now with me being sick, not being able to get over this cold, and unfortunately not being able to go to the doctor, because guess what? My new health insurance, my better health insurance, doesn't kick in until 2017. So right now, if I go to the doctor, I still will have nothing covered. I'll be paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars out of pocket, which I can't afford right now. Which is why a lot of people are yelling at me, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. I can't. I'm literally in a situation here where I can't until 2017. Okay, so I'm suffering with this cold. I'm getting through it in my own way. But that's not fair to you guys to go on Twitter and to see me saying, you know, kind of negative stuff about things going on. And, you know, today in particular on pre-stream, I know I felt really bad today. I felt really under the weather, but I was trying to tough through it. And my pre-stream today was just vile.
It was really just nasty. I attacked a couple people, and after listening back to it, I was like, I'm not even going to upload that. Like, that's something that is not characteristic for me. I shouldn't be like that.
Especially this time of year, alright, is the least time of the year where you should be so negative. So, I apologize wholeheartedly for my behavior recently. If it has turned you off, whether it was on social media or a pre-stream or wherever where you heard me kind of being negative about stuff, I apologize. Once this cold gets over with and I can get full swing into my year-end stuff, I know I'm going to be a lot more positive. The problem is I need to get rid of it. Even now, doing this weekend preview is a chore, because the side of my throat's swollen up, and I got phlegm, and it's just not nice, okay?
It really sucks when all I want to do is play games and have fun and share those experiences with you.
So, okay, yet again, like I said, this is December 19th of 2016. So, you're saying that you're negative and you're being a very toxic piece of shit, basically, because you're sick. And you can't do things the way you want. But yet, we just heard November 21st of 2016, and, what's your excuse there, Phil? I mean, I'd really like to have some clarification on that, because I want to tell you this is riveting, but it's really not. It just sounds like some old man coming up with a pathetic excuse for some shit. And when I say that you're old, I don't necessarily mean because you're fucking age, even though you certainly don't act your age. I say because you really look like just a fucking old man, and you certainly act like some cranky little bitch. Just kind of saying. So, but now you're sick though, because you don't take care of yourself and whatnot. You can't go outside. You can't take any vitamins. You can't do anything that's worthwhile. Keep sucking down those energy drinks, though. Like, that's good for you. You know, because, you know, what you do, all the work, I should say. Yeah, that's what you call it, right? Work. Because the work is just so intensive that you really need your energy drinks to get you going. Don't do shit else. And then, you don't even have enough decency to step away from the mic to do all that. You have to do all that right there in front of the mic and they have to hear that shit? So that obviously means you don't respect the fan base or your viewers. They obviously don't mean shit to you if you feel like you can do this without any repercussions. How much do you really care? How sorry are you really? Dspnews.
And review the games and put out the quality content I've been doing, and because of this, I can't do it. And, you know, I gotta try to get myself
positive again, back to the holiday spirit.
You know, maybe you may not believe this. Positive thinking and positivity, actually, it's been scientifically proven, can help you be healthy. It actually can help your immune system to get more energy to boost itself by thinking positively. So I think what I need to do, I need to get hyped for Christmas coming up. I need to
get excited for all the games coming up. I need to get excited for reviews again. We gotta get into the Christmas spirit around here.
I'm wearing the hat, I'm getting ready, goddammit, and I gotta stop it with the humbugs and be more with the ho-ho-hos, you know what I mean? But right now, a lot of difficulties on YouTube. I actually looked at my YouTube stats for December.
They're not good, okay? They're just not.
Need to be more positive, get into the holiday spirit, then start talking about negative shit. Smart move, Phil.
Terrible.
YouTube's basically telling me this is like one of the worst months of the year, which is complete bullshit. It's the complete polar opposite. December's always the best month of the year for me, and they're telling me it's the worst.
Obviously, YouTube is screwing up with their... Everyone knows the algorithms are messed up.
The sub counts are wrong and unsubbing people against their will, and YouTube is literally coming out with videos saying nothing is wrong and denying any kind of culpability or responsibility for the fact that they've screwed up their own business.
I want to keep doing this, but I need your help. Patreon is the way that you can let me keep doing this. $1 a month
will seriously allow me to keep doing this as a job, so please consider pledging if you haven't.
Alright, I gotta say this to the moron trolls coming.
Oh boy. God bless you, Snort Burnell. God bless you. Really. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that right there is, as well as Mr. Hopstuffs. Thank you, and shouts out to both of those individuals. There you go. That right there is a nice little saga. And to be honest with you, it's since Thanksgiving is about 2 days away. This should go up today. Today's being the 20th. This should go up today. I'm gonna let's make Thanksgiving special, ladies and gentlemen. Initially, I was gonna go ahead and pull up some of his past situations with Thanksgiving and so on and so forth. But and we'll still do that. But I'm thinking about something special. I'm thinking about going over that John and Howard video. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You know that infamous video where they were attacked by Phil and they had to put everything out there. They had to clear up the situation. I think that'd be a good video. I think that's a good video for Thanksgiving because they actually recorded it on Thanksgiving, just in case you guys didn't know. So I think it's only fair to do that video next. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the way we're gonna go with that. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a lot here. The videos have been getting longer, but if you guys have been around for a little while, you know that this time of the year, the videos tend to be a bit longer. I don't necessarily know how that happens, but some people seem to like it, so I guess it works out. I've said quite a bit, and I've gone at Phil. I don't think I've gone at Phil in an unjustly manner. I think what needed to be said had to be said. I think that his past, as I've said before, is very, very pivotal to what he is now. And he's proven it. All the bravado, all this stuff is bullshit. Smoke and mirrors. It's a coward trying to conceal himself in the best way possible. And sadly, in the only way he knows how. And that's why Phil's hated. That's why Phil has enemies. Because instead of admitting your faults, you would rather hide behind someone else, or you'd rather come up with excuses. And that just won't do. It shouldn't. And not just for him, not for me, for anybody. But what do I know? Just a brain dead detractor. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DSP News. Always late, never breaking. Unreliable coverage that you can't count on. Oh yes, a GTG Networking Productions. I am your host, /anchor GTG. And I'm signing off. And make sure you guys save me a turkey leg in the broadcast.